post-its. Discord post-it. Here we go. And does appear to be that we are live. So who would like to give the recap for inspiration?
Do it.
All right.
Just let me finish this mouthful of burger that was ill-timed.
Yes, of course.
Alright, so as we last joined our adventuring party, they were in the middle of overextending themselves and getting into combat. And, when we first started the session, Cry was unconscious, worked just fine because Sky was sleeping. They were doing a snoozle, and they'd missed their alarm. So Wary and Lunara went and beat the hell out of people who thought they could take Cry and kidnap her, and proceeded to beat a few other people up, then went into the orphanage. I convinced the kids that they could trust us by giving them the password that Alexander gave me, and we ended up taking them to the safety of the inn.
Yes, indeed. That is indeed what happened. That is a fine recap. You have earned your inspiration, and we find our companions back at the inn. With Alexander watching over the children, you guys having, well, not died, which is important.
Can you force and center?
Yeah.
There was a minor big thing that Ayn took responsibility for their actions and put out their own fire.
I mean, that is important. You know, yeah, they did put out their fire that they started.
I think I blocked that out because I didn't believe it.
Yes, there you guys go.
Oh, also, no adult has pillows nor blankets.
Cry's just gonna get some from another room. It's fine.
That's fine.
You know, they probably could have asked for.
I'm just gonna glare at you. Wait, what did you say?
I said you probably could have just asked for more, like, you know,
Oh!
asked us or the innkeeper.
Well, yeah, you can go do that, but I was getting the kids pillows and blankets post-haste.
Either which way, is there anything you guys would like to do?
I was gonna say heal myself, but I'm actually not particularly hurt.
It's true. It's mostly just crying.
Oh god. I'm on the wrong character sheet. I'm like, why the hell does Lunara have familial love? What?
Also, Ragna should be here, and I'll patch her up.
Oh, yes. Where's your token? It's probably in the battlefield map still. Am I just blind? Can I not see her token? It's probably the latter.
I don't think she's on Duskwitch.
Tokens.
I think is she near the orphanage? Because I think that's where
I
we
got
were
her.
last.
She was on the interior of the orphanage. Boop. Evexor, your friend.
Here you go. I will give them some lay on hands.
Excellent.
So, stage.
Hmm.
I will spend my night telling the kids a story. And it will be a quote-unquote... It'll be like a campfire, like, scary story.
Alright.
And you might think that's counterproductive, but the logic here is that I don't want them to be scared of what's outside. I want them to have their minds on the obviously fake campfire story. So can I roll intimidation? Like that? Like obviously, I'm not trying to intimidate them, but I don't have performance.
Only performance.
I don't have performance.
It's unfortunate, but that's what you're wanting to do.
But if I'm trying to be scary, then that's.
But if you want to be scary, you're going to be doing intimidation. But you're not going to get the benefits you're wanting from intimidation.
So, does anyone have guidance? Wait, can I have advantage for having folklore?
Just bully them until they go to sleep.
If you have folklore, you can roll a folklore check instead.
What's a folklore check? Or how do I?
It would be intelligence-based folklore with proficiency. Because you are proficient with folklore. As for Iron's question, Cry's pretty fucked up. Yeah. Ragna is now doing okay.
26 to take their minds off current events.
Alright. As you sit with the children over the evening, telling your spooky stories, of various bogeymen within the woods here, it does seem to draw their minds away from, well, the sounds coming from outside, the building you're in, though perhaps those sounds enhance the story itself, gets them deeper invested. You don't believe that they are focused on what has gone on and more on the story itself. And that your mission has succeeded in that regard. It's still a scary story.
Oh, hold on, that's less. 7... 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, take another 16 from me as well.
Alright. As suddenly, Cry is just being patted by so many people.
Oh, sorry. You sort of... I didn't mean to touch a wound.
Wary will join in the pattings, but he actually doesn't provide any bonus.
No, Cry steps away from those petting.
I'll at least take your hit points.
That is a total of
7, 12, 13, 14, 15 from me because those other ones don't add my proficiency because they're upcast. And then 8 from
Fine.
9. So 15, 23?
Yeah.
I know how to do words.
23.
Thank you for the healing. I appreciate it.
Sure. No problem. Hey, where'd all your pillows go?
A certain wolf seemed to have stolen them.
Oh. You gonna be alright on your own? You did sort of have a rough go of it. Do you want Ragna or Ein to stay with you?
I appreciate the thought, but I think I just need some time to recover is all.
Alright, well, get some rest. I mean, we're still leaving early in the morning. I don't know, that was before we had 20 children. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good with children.
I can
It's
keep an
only
eye on
9.
them.
Yes, I'm so bad with children that I overcounted by 11.
And as he says, they all step from the door, kind of like closing it, not all the way, just enough so there's a crack there in case they need something. With them set up here, and I'll be watching them over, but what your plans going forward? And see what we've been dealing with now.
Well, we were going to go check out the mill before anyone gets in. At least, assuming Lunara still agrees to that plan. Because, I mean, I guess we could also check out wherever they were trying to bring Cry, but I don't think that's a feasible plan this evening. I don't think they're going to want to, you know, kids, I mean, are going to want to have us immediately swan off.
Agreed. Not to mention, you don't really have a trail, now do you? Unless they left one when you saved Cry.
Interrupting this slightly, Alexander, Garridan, and Wary are gonna hear a ping in their head that says hot milk. Times 9, or however many kids there were.
I am not really a tracking guy. Oh, okay. Where he's on it.
That was disconcerting.
I have admittedly lost much of my concern the past few months.
Well, when you're dealing with these cults, any strange phenomena like that, well, as he sheaves his blade, it's, not welcome.
Right, well, we can at least keep an eye on things today. How are you two holding up, by the way?
Doing okay? You know? Considering? Just happy
Yeah.
we got the children out of there.
Yeah, a lot of okay considering going on.
Yes.
Thank you, Aiden, for cleaning up after yourself. I know that was a hectic situation.
I see that Witch is typing. Yes. As they do so.
Did a door squeak? What?
The cry closed their door.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, heading downstairs, it's easy enough to gather some glasses of milk. There are stores down below. Ariaza would not actually be leaning against the crates there. She would be in one of the small side chambers.
Okay.
She did go to bed. But, yeah. It's easy enough to grab some cups and head back upstairs with some cups and warm milk.
Lovely.
Uh-huh.
We'll
I wouldn't
gather that up
really-
and go back up.
I wouldn't really refer to what you know, of what got caught on fire as combustible trash, but I mean, it just felt right to thank you for, cleaning up.
Nor would
Things
I.
were said. Some things were said to you. Things that were accurate, but fair is fair.
Ragnar would step forward, putting a hand on Hein's shoulder. Just remember, we're here to help the people free from tyrants, not leave the place an ashen wasteland.
I only smacked them with the flat of my blade.
Well, yes. Just good there. Something that needs to be looked into, perhaps? Or...
Do you need some therapy? Do you need to talk?
Maybe a good hobby. Baking is good.
I mean, you're not wrong. No, not exactly. Which I do appreciate you putting out the fire, but do remember what I have said. And Ragnar would take to this room down here because it was like, oh look, you guys took my room with the children. So
I mean,
Oh, I kind of assumed that room was like locked and we had to go get a key for it or something.
I mean, you're sending
no,
this to a ranger.
these were our rooms originally, weren't they?
This was yours. This was yours. This was yours. Everything else was not yours.
Okay.
Alexander had this room.
I would offer you mine instead of breaking into one, but you would have to share with Wary.
Wait, does Uri actually come in and bring the milk?
As soon as he can, you know.
Mhm.
Squeeze by there.
All
You know,
right.
slither in, carrying 9 cups of milk.
Very good, very good. And as the
Hold
Yep.
on one second. You, Garrison, and Alexander would hear the door open to Lunara spectacularly telling a spooky, scary story of folklores from around the place that's, I don't know, probably pretty entertaining. You can stay if you want. Or you can go to
Also-
bed. She doesn't really care.
Also, wait a minute. She didn't take Ragnar's room. She took mine and Wary's room.
That's true.
Because the 3 girls were staying here.
Yeah, it's true. Well,
And
She has
Lunara
this
will
room now.
motion for you to hand out the...
she'll open it for you to
That's
go in there.
something.
There we go.
Also, these two switched beds. Well,
Fine,
no.
you paying
Ian
for
was
that.
here. Ragnar was the bottom.
Yeah.
Joke's on them. They don't know I have pillows.
No, you
Uh,
don't.
Yes,
Oh,
he
wait,
does.
yeah, you did. Your door was
Does.
locked.
Anyways, way, as
Like, I can't believe none of you joined me for fucking story time. Fuck all you boring
I'm here.
adults.
I'm here.
where is there?
This is like the one time Lunara's being like soft and caring and shit, and you're like, oh, I'm going to bed.
I literally said, hey, look, I'm not good with kids.
It's true.
No, I'm just playing.
But yes, as you all return to your quarters or various locations for the evening, enjoying what tales you can or comforts you can from your own personal chambers due to what has occurred, for most part, your rest is fitful. It is disquieting even. Everyone, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yay.
Did I use advantage?
It is magic based, yes.
Is this a charm or fear effect?
You'll look.
Is it something we know is happening?
No.
Okay. Then I'm presuming I can't use my War Mage shit. Pretty good, though.
Straight through the ability to find the type of it. It is a charm effect.
Cool. Well, Cry's immune.
How is Cry immune?
Because I can cheat with Primus.
Is Primus active upon you taking a long rest?
Like at the end of the long rest, or
It happens upon the completion of the long rest, yes.
I think he would just be off. Then, okay. I don't know. 'Cause I lose connection at the end of a long rest.
Okay, so then you would not have the benefit of your binding vestige. Now, if it were one of your I'm always bound to this vestiges, like some of the occult fates offer, then that'd be a different story.
Oh, like yeah. Okay. Saving throw, wisdom.
All right. I'm gonna look at my DC.
Okay, it's at the end of the long rest, so I'm gonna go click the long rest button.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. All right, you guys are good to complete your long rest. I will be sending messages to some of you. Alright. So, you guys all awakened, long rest achieved.
Just to make sure, I only have to long rest for 4 hours as an elf, right?
Correct.
Cool. So that gave me like a few extra hours to copy a spell real quick before I went to sleep.
I assume I'm no longer marked.
Yes, that is correct.
Hey, what level are we?
I should be level 6.
Cool. That gives me just enough time to copy down illusionary script and protection from people. Good.
Very good, very good. Some additional spells having been placed within your book, and some well-needed rest acquired by all. And you guys, well, as morning rises and begin to hear the bustle from downstairs. What would you like to do?
Um. Can I try to search my memories, see if I can like grab any snippets of a dream or something I was having?
Do you have a power that you think would help with this?
Mm. Not unless psychrometry would help and I count as an item.
No.
Then no.
You can roll me a wisdom check.
Eh. Sure, that will go well. That's better than I thought it would.
Alright. You don't really remember much of your dreams that you've had. They're definitely dealing with strange figures in a darkened forest. Some grabbing at you, some calling to you, but it's really fuzzy, your dreams. At least the dream you've had this night.
Alright.
As Krai goes to the balcony overlooking the town's main thoroughfare, you would see something of interest. You would see, I don't know why these tokens are on the map, you would see that there is, in fact, a small, I wouldn't really call it a caravan, but a small wagon pulling into town from the east.
Okay.
And as it pulls closer, you'd see it is being driven by a familiar face. An elven man. Long blonde hair.
I don't know why. I was picturing the Rolls Royce just coming up.
I
Right.
was thinking you were
Currently-
gonna say Sullivan.
Drawing some sigils on the ground on either side of her as she's watching.
Alright. You would see Taranaf. This embark from the vehicle, as well as two other figures. One heavily cloaked. Seems like they are just like a solid unit of a creature. You don't really see any facial features or anything like that, but they are. Picture it as if you put a massive blanket over top like a dwarf who's more of a round character rather than a proper, you know. They're larger than they should be, and there's little eye holes cut into the blanket, essentially. That's what that character looks like. And then the last one, you would see appears to be a human male with a bronze skin, dreaded black hair, and from the looks of it, he is armed and equipped with both bow and blade, dressed in hide armor as he also jumps out from the back of the wagon. They seem to speak with one another as they lead the wagon to the back of the inn. As some of them, specifically the human man, leads the wagon out back, the cloak figure seems to grumble a little bit and heads on inside of the tavern, while the elven man, Ternath, is approached by some guards who begin to speak with him.
Everyone up here feels a little wave of relief wash over them from our good old Ailey. And Cry will send Ailey inside to go find someone who is awake and point to the back. So I guess Garrett is on the map the closest one who they would go point to.
Hey. What's up? Do you talk? I'm not.
Dragon noises.
I'll repeat that in Draconic.
They peek at you from around the corner. And we'll scratch at the door until you open it.
Okay, I'll open it.
Wait, does Ailey not speak
For
Draconic?
full clarity, pseudo-dragons can understand Common and Draconic naturally, but they cannot speak.
Oh.
So, no, it's not actually a language, it's just dragon grumbles.
And they will go fly onto the railing and point down. And as that's going on, Cry is binding their vestiges for the day.
Alright. As you head...
Why did you take him to the opposite side of the building?
No?
Because that's where they were leading the cart.
As you head over to the balcony there, Garrett, you would see that there is a secondary wagon being pulled into the stables, as well as some, well, mules. As it is parked there, you would see that there is a familiar face, though you didn't see them for long. Yazkur, one of the locals within the rebellion, is leading the wagon into the stables.
Okay. They don't seem to be in any particular trouble, right?
No.
Like, they've managed to get in without hassle.
Yazkur seems to be under no harassment from any guards or the like.
Alright, that's good. Knowing that Gar is keeping an eye on the kids, I'll go wake up these happy folks.
So I are the kids still asleep, Sage?
Yes.
All right. I will slip out, but I'm just gonna head downstairs. So I don't know if Garrett would catch me or not.
Slipping out, you would have done that as they're heading back, so they'd be here and you'd be slipping out at this time. So it would be pretty obvious that you're slipping out.
I'll look down there and kind of say loud enough for you to hear as well. It's like, hey, our friends are here.
Which ones?
The other group.
Good. She waves a hand at you and heads downstairs.
You okay?
Me?
Yeah, you seem distracted.
She doesn't answer and just goes downstairs.
That does remind me real quick. While Cry is making negotiations with Primus, since they were more or less with them all day yesterday, they will ask the one in Prime, the Keeper of Law, if they did anything wrong yesterday that they noticed.
1 second.
You were just a kitty. Why do you scream?
Wrong. Not since wrongness in your deeds the night before.
I cannot understand that one.
Yeah,
Really?
the fuck.
I fixed it. It's supposed to be fucking
I
fixed.
got like.
It sounds like you're
40%.
Darth Vadering, but through a glass screen.
Hey, go and fucking fix it. It's supposed to be fixed, though.
It's better.
No.
It's still very quiet.
Quiet is the issue.
Yes,
For me,
quiet
it
is
is.
the issue.
I don't know.
Still quiet.
Motherfucker.
That one I understood.
I didn't hear that at all.
It was Sage's signature mother flooper.
Oh.
Okay. Is this all good?
No.
Your volume's not changing at all, mate.
Is this better?
Yeah, now your volume changes.
Why is it that when my special effects are on, the volume is fine, but when they're off, it's fine, but when it turns on, it goes like really freaking quiet?
It's probably something in your settings.
I don't understand. There's no setting to bring it low and quiet.
Maybe they're just shy.
Maybe. Well, fuck it. We're just gonna use this one then. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna use this one then. Wrong. I don't sense anything wrong with what you did.
No, stop. That is painful.
Ah, my
That is
goodness.
painful.
I've tested these out like 6 times in a different group, and they said they all sound
That one
fine.
worked. That one worked. But that is literally like you were sticking needles into my ears. I cannot.
That was kind of a neat robot voice, though.
It's supposed to be robotic.
I like the.
Like in small doses.
I'll take off my headset. You can do what you gotta do, man. But I
Fuck
can't
it.
listen to that.
No, you have not done anything wrong. I do not sense any laws broken. At least none of the immortal laws.
Cry will let out a sigh of relief. That is good to hear. Something is weighing on me today, but I can't quite tell what I did.
Perhaps it is guilt from something you performed. Perhaps you have done something that, while not an immortal law, is still wrong deep within your soul.
Thank you for your words, Primus. I shall word of I will think upon them. Thank you.
Hmm. All right.
As they continue the binding process and binds Primus and Navarus.
Very good, very good. That is a weird image you chose for Primus.
He was a golden angel of androgynous gender. That was like the best one I could find.
Do you need a golden androgynous angel? I'm on it.
Alright. Very good, very good.
Where is just gonna come out of the room he was sleeping in, clap his hands, and go, "I'm feeling breakfast." Just slide down towards the kitchen to start fixing food.
Excellent.
Well, I did go down the stairs, Sage. Is what's her face in the kitchen?
Yes.
I'll all right. Go to the barbecue. I'll catch up with you. You can go see Tiranath.
Oh, they're back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey. You two doing all right? People seem a bit off today.
I'm fine. Slept quite well, actually. Beds are comfortable. More comfortable than the dirt, at least.
All right. Well, right. Sure. Right. Let's just put it out of my mind. I'm sure we're all tired.
Right. She'll follow you downstairs. And as that's happening, going downstairs... So, did you do anything before heading downstairs, Wary? Or did you just head right downstairs?
I would just kind of head right downstairs, but I did get up slightly later than Susan.
Okay.
Lunara.
Very
So
good. Then Lunara will be the first down the stairs.
She will just walk into the kitchen, hand her 5 gold, and order 9. Order just basically a giant plate of breakfast for 9 people.
Alright. Sure, certainly. Can do that.
And I know our stuff is paid for, but I'm ordering 9 at a time, so I'm giving her the tip of 5 gold.
How
She'll
are
start
we going to explain suddenly having 9 children from the orphanage?
I wish I could hear you ask that.
I assume the only person with me is Ragna at this point, if Wary is after us, and I don't know if Ein's lagging behind purposefully, or if they're just some weird spot on the map. Oh, they're right there.
Sorry, I was slightly behind you.
If any of these people are affiliated, they're kind of gonna see we sort of adopted an entire... We, as a group. I feel like adopting 9 kids, not of my eager will, is like karma for something I did in a past life. Meant multiple times. I don't actually say that, I'm just... Anyway. Valid points. We should probably be ready to answer for that.
Alright, Sky, I got 3. Tell me if any of these are on the right path. I'm just gonna send them to you personally.
Well, I feel like it's kind of Sage's call. I just did my best.
Oh.
Having Sage's approval would be better.
Alright.
Anyways. I was reading a thing when you were doing your talk with Ragna. But I got a little bit of it.
Basically, there might be sympathizers here, and we did sort of adopt the entire orphanage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully, I'm with you. I'm not the best with kids. But, hopefully we can get this mess figured out soon. But, as you're saying, could be sympathizers. Best to keep it a bit low before we, go blabbing about what we did.
Right, right.
Anyways, I am hungry. And, well, my companions are here. We probably should let them know to keep it low, too.
I'm gonna head out here to wait.
As she
And then-
hears Ein say that, Shield's going to respond, but you're going to do what?
I'm gonna just head out here to the bar to wait for the giant platter of food.
Okay.
So, I guess I would see them coming down?
You would see them coming down, yeah, but, you would also see there's someone at the bar already. A very, very cloaked figure.
Oh wait, so do I not know that is Habib?
They are disguised. You've seen...
On perception or an investigation check? Because no,
Ew.
they're not.
It would be an investigation to see through the disguise, but... Or a perception, I mean. But... You can assume it is Habib because... Or Habib because of the fact that, well, he has Current Terranath here. With the 23, you'd see through the disguise.
Well, I'd probably smell through the disguise.
Essentially, you know that is Habib, or Hibibi. Hibebi.
Lunara would walk up and kind of clasp a hand on his... If he was human, his shoulder, wherever it is socially acceptable to clasp on a myconid.
Well, you don't really see anything of that nature because they are literally a blanket over top a giant mushroom. So it's really amorphous what you're looking at.
Then as long
like,
as it's not considered potentially rude, I'll pat the top of his head.
All right,
it's
and
like a
sit
kid
down.
wearing a ghost costume.
yeah, in your mind you would hear, hello. Oh, you're here already. Good, good.
Seems your travels were successful. Replies in mind.
Yes, we've got the seed. Seems yours as well.
Mostly, we got our seed, but apparently there's a cult attacking people in this village, so we have a side project before we can move on.
Right. I'll have to fill us out, then. Once Terranath and Yaska get in. You have a room?
We do. Do you want to head up?
Yes. While that's going on, though, upon hearing Ein say that, Ragnar will turn around. Alright, we really need to freaking talk about this. Preferably not in the common room, though.
The stealing rooms things or the sheltering way too many people things.
I'm referring to what Ein has just said. Look in chat.
Setting things
Oh.
on fire things.
Oh no, there's a lot of things going on, but like I said, I think some of us might have been a little rattled from yesterday. I mean, it was a rough scene. It's almost got, we should just keep an eye out for them.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to mansplain. Just worried.
I don't understand this terminology.
It's they made us in the old forces attend a seminar, and there was this old retired general who kind of made some jokes about the inappropriate calling women warriors inferior, and they had to send him to like a counselor.
That's
And
not
then
what
we didn't see a counselor.
mansplaining is. That's just harassment.
Look, I'm making a barely joke here. The point is, the point is, obviously we've just got a lot to do, and we should just keep an eye out for them.
Alright. Let's get to it then.
Right.
You can roll me an insight if you want.
Sure.
you don't think your words have eased her much of all. You think that she is definitely still on edge, and
That's good, because
she's
I'm not east.
and she is on edge with Ein as the focus of her edge. Like the cultist, that's one thing. That's to be expected. But having a fellow compatriot be that bloodthirsty or that fire hungry, that's a concern.
It's Tara and the
I'll,
kittens all over again.
As she kind of that's like maybe I've been traveling with Ein and they've always been reliable. Maybe before we set out, do you want to have a talk with them?
Yes.
Oh, the stairs go down this way.
They do,
I guess
yeah.
that does make more sense. Listen, also, you know, thanks for being with us and doing a great job. I know this is not exactly what you've signed up for.
Well, technically it is what I signed up for, since you're after what I'm after.
Yes, but I mean, waves hand towards Ein.
I understand.
Wary. Yeah.
Either which way. At this point, as you guys head down the stairs and the beep beep conversation concludes, you guys would see two figures walk into the bar. Boop. Asker and Terranath.
Cry will wave over at the open seats in front of her.
Sorry, I don't think you're gonna have time to accept that invitation.
Is that mentally or?
No, she says it out loud to those two, and she'll nod towards Habib and the stairs.
Right. Well. Guess we're going this way.
Garen, do me a favor. Have Wary or someone stable on the stairs bring that tray up when it's done.
Sure.
Just looks at Wary, who's probably preparing said tray.
You also are welcome to come upstairs, but yeah, we're going back upstairs.
Alright. Shoop-a-doo, back upstairs.
Why did Ragna come? Or is she just like willingly coming?
She's coming with you
Yes.
guys, yeah.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
I'll just wait here for breakfast.
Cry will join
Alone
upstairs.
again.
Larry, could you also bring
Secret
up a plate
maid.
for me, please? And Cry will shout into the kitchen as they head upstairs.
Wary will turn to Ariza and go, "They seem to be hungry. They must be in a great mood."
I will pull them all into my old bedroom.
I mean, with how many plates they've ordered, yeah. Quite the appetite.
Are you heading up? They seem to be having a you guys meeting.
No, I'm good.
Look, what's going on? You're not. I know you're not crazy. A little temperamental, but I know you have a better handle over things than this. What's going on?
It's... I will pause briefly. It's been getting worse.
Why do you think that is?
Not sure.
Look, I know a few folks that have had a lot of problems with battle fatigue, as they call it. I know this isn't quite the same thing, but look, if you need to take some time to breathe, come up for air. Obviously, this is important, but look, I'm not. I just stumbled on this. All of you are, you're already involved, and you're worrying people that have known you a lot longer than I have, so just let us know if you need a hand, and then once we finish what we're doing here, we'll go and find you some help, okay? Maybe, um, maybe your boss can help, right? I mean,
Sorry, I'm switching between voice and
No,
text
it's
for a bit because I'm dealing with a bit of tooth pain. So
Oh,
well, how do people normally sort those out? Meditation, uh, art therapy. Yeah, that's a that's a toughie, but like I said, just let us do what we can, and then once this job's over, maybe we'll see about finding someone to help you get a handle on things. Right. Just look. I'm not saying don't be honest with us, because please do be honest with us, but also maybe sugarcoat things a bit, just for the sake of you know cohesion. Well, just try to hold it together the best that you can. You're stronger than you think you are, And I don't just mean with the burning things down part.
By the way, Sky, you're not hot miking, but you're constantly flashing.
Yes, true, but
Hmm.
we're more than our destructive impulses. I admittedly don't know you that well, but I know you well enough to know that's true for you. And, God willing, maybe all of us. Or gods, whatever. Now, you can stay down here if you like, or rejoin the meeting, but I apparently have to wait for Wary to finish cooking breakfast, because that's what I do. At least this morning.
The sad part's gonna be so sad.
Though they serve also those who wait, or some whatever.
Are you doing kitchen things?
Right, I will take the others upstairs. And this is really gonna be boring for Ragna because I'm gonna mind ping all of them and explain everything that happened. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you guys were done.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll just give them a fair enough, and go on and do your badoops.
And but as she is mind splaining everything, or sorry, before she started that, she would have said, because I forgot Cry came up. Cry, mind ping. Can you send Ailey or your crow to the orphanage and see if anyone's home? Just look through the windows.
The vestige I used for the crow is not found to me today. And having Ailey flying to the sky in the broad daylight makes me a bit more nervous than I would like.
I'll. Can you ask Aridin to send Sophia then?
Isn't he part of the mind thing?
No, because he's downstairs, so technically I can't see him.
Hmm.
I take a little bit of liberty with that for RP sometimes, but I think a floor between us is a bit much. 2 floors between us.
Cry will jot down a quick note and hand it to Ailey, who flies through the downstairs and goes to Garden.
Right. I will pull the 2 Mem and the Habib
Okay.
into this room. And I will start mind-splaining everything that happened while hanging out in this doorway, waiting for Wary.
Okay, wait. So, who all is in your mind thing?
Just the 3 NPCs, because I can only have up to 3. That's why I said Ragna's gonna be bored. Although, yes, she is an NPC, but... Them! The 3 that are not briefed yet! I really need. Yeah. And they can ask questions or whatever if they want, Sage, but I'm just gonna, save the time and say I give them the full rundown.
Yeah, giving them the rundown, do make sure you spend your psychic dice for the use of the ability. But you begin to communicate with them what has occurred back at the Blackthorn Tower, your arrival here, providing them about the cult activities, the strange nature of the town, the very closed off appearances of those within town, the cult and their watching of the town at night, the dangers therein, and this figure of Malrathis. Am I skipping anything that you would tell them?
I would tell them about saving the kids and how the kids are here, and I have a plan to get them back, but it depends on what Sophie's information details.
All right. While this is going on, Habibip is transferring mental communications to Ragna so that she can be part of the conversation.
Fair play to you, Habibi.
So, this town's filled with cultists, and perhaps entirely their own fault. What's the plan going forward then?
We're gonna go storm a temple and kill some people. Or at least I am.
From Ragna, who transferred it to Habibip, Habibip will respond. Wasn't Alexander wanting us not to kill cultists? Kill the people here?
We'll try, but I have reason to believe that some of them are fanatical enough that it is reasonable that this is their choice. And I believe that those in the temple are going to contain more of that sort than the latter. Than the former.
Well, if that's what you think is best. So, we go to this temple then. Perhaps for proper planning, we should, get the others, now that we've all been informed.
Right. I figured I would let them enjoy their breakfast while I waited. She looks back at the stairs.
I assume you don't actually look back out the stairs. For you to do that, you'd have to leave the room.
No, I'm standing in the doorway. You telling me I can't see the stairs from here?
Okay, if you're standing in the doorway, okay. I kind of figured the door would be closed with your mental communications, but that's fair. Alright, while that was going on, since talking about everything that just happened would definitely take more than what was required, breakfast would be provided, assumedly once breakfast is provided, Garrison and Wary. I don't know about Ein, because you're definitely wanting to be downstairs with your thoughts. But Garrison, I know, would be heading back upstairs. Wary, would you also be following?
I would follow after.
Yeah,
Well,
Back.
Here's the funny thing. Did any of you order breakfast, or would you have assumed that when Lunara said, carry the giant tray up, that breakfast would have been included for you?
As Wary is helping make breakfast, there's enough food for everyone.
Yes.
I only ordered 9 plates. Anything else is on you.
Yeah, no. Wary went
Wary's
down and
cooking.
helped make breakfast. So
Yes.
And totally ruining my fun. Fuck you.
But, Wary, with many trays, along with Garrison and Ein, since, you're carrying definitely more than 9 trays of food amongst the 3 of you. You guys would be heading upstairs while they're still in the midst of their conversation, dropping off some food for the children, which Alexander would appreciate. And as you all enjoy your breakfast, having, provided some plates to those in the chamber as well, for sake of clarity, or for ease, whatever, everyone's timelines will reconverge at this point in time.
Hold on. Would Sophie have gone and come back by now?
I mean, that's a DM question, but I basically had them come up as soon as
Mhm.
you asked.
As I said, everyone's timelines have converged at this point in time, as Sophia has fluttered through the window.
I will usher everyone into the room, and then I will look at Garrison. Hey, Garrison, is Sophia good with children?
I, maybe owl children.
I want to get Alexander for this conversation, but I don't wish to leave the kids alone. I was
mean,
thinking Allie and Sophia could entertain them while they eat breakfast.
they're not children's puppets. They're living beings. And also, one's a dragon. I mean, I'll have Sophia keep an eye on them, but you should ask Cry and Allie if they're okay with, their part of that.
Quite. That was plan. I look at
Oh,
Cry.
all right.
Hoot!
Ailey is happy to go play with the children, and they could let us know if they need anything.
Hoot hoot. Time to learn you some knowledge, you little shits.
Oh no.
So yeah, she
I'm
she
just
would
kidding,
open
they
the
can't
door
talk.
for Alien Cry. Alexander, will you come join the conversation? Our friends here will keep an eye on the kids for a few minutes.
He'll look out the windows, look back towards you, look at Laura. We'll be okay. Right. Okay. Need anything, just on the other side.
Owl noises.
Hoot! Alright, now time to cramp 7 people in this tiny room, or not 7, a lot more than 7.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll just use this one. Yes.
Alright, she'll walk up and she'll sit on the chest.
Wary will just coil himself around and actually make a seat for someone else.
Whose bed am I actually sitting on?
Eins.
Then whose bed is I sitting on?
Ragna's.
Then why aren't you sitting on your bed?
Because Alexander is, and I didn't move my token fast enough.
And why is Grandpa here? Because Jasper didn't want to come on his own. Oh, okay.
Well,
Hold on, Sage, before you continue, what did we learn from Sophia?
well, Garrison, with your connection to your bird, would realize that the orphanage is still empty. Your Mother Strauss did not return.
I don't mean to be insensitive, but did anyone ask, Laura, right? Did anyone ask her where, the matron was actually going? Because that would put us on a trail. I mean, it's something more than indiscriminate murder, which admittedly might solve one problem, but could create several more, especially if we don't find, proof of any perfidy.
I haven't asked them, no. It's probably just there. No. Out of character, I don't recall this, but did you tell Alexander about them diverting from their path after the graveyard?
I would not have personally. I mean, that was mostly like a Cry thing.
We also, would we know that was a diversion?
He would, which is why I'm asking. Cry would have you told him that she
Oh.
went to the graveyard and then to the thing.
I'm vaguely sure we mentioned something like that to him, didn't we?
I
Didn't
thought
we
we
fill
did
him
a
in?
whole image thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't there for the image thing.
Well, if it's being brought up now, Cry would bring it up.
All right. Well, the graveyard's an annual visit of hers. Lost loved one. But she traveled elsewhere after that. Cannot say why or for what.
Laura was surprised last night when I told her the matron had not come home.
How long ago was this love lost? Was it recent or I mean I guess not because you say yearly.
I can't say for sure how long ago it happened, but since I really can remember noticing at least, it's been 7, 8 years. They've been living here longer than I have, so
Do you think because I mean Malrathis is supposed to be a priest and gods I pray he's not this powerful, but do you think she's maybe been swayed to assist him? Maybe he's told her he can resurrect that loved one.
On
uh,
that on that note, Alexander, what is the significance of a blue rose to you?
has significance in love and memories lost. Really depends on the context of a rose.
A blue rose put on a grave. Wouldn't be odd then?
Not particularly, no. Though it
It
does
just-
show one's greater devotion to those lost.
He just nods and lets him continue to answer Garrison.
Um, I be honest, the rose kind of caught me off guard. What was your question, Garrison?
Do you think it's possible that the matron has decided to throw her lot in with Malrathis, maybe using that loved one as a bargaining chip? Promises of a resurrection with whatever his shtick is?
I mean, maybe. Seems unlikely, though. She was opening her orphanage for a time to Malrathis and his acolytes. But that's been, closed to him for a bit now. Anything, I would say that she is against Malrathis.
Maybe they've quarreled. I mean, I don't know what sort of person this the matron is, but she doesn't seem. I mean, she seems sharp. Maybe she figured out he couldn't deliver and turned on him.
Maybe.
I have insight on what type of person she is, actually. I forgot I didn't share this with you all. So, do you remember the tower in the Midnight Death Wine?
Midnight Tears.
Yes, that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You weren't there for this.
I remembered it, yes.
Well, she was there, and probably the only one to make it out alive. And she still has the dress to prove it. So whoever she once was, she was important enough to have been at that party. And lucky enough to have escaped death. Somehow.
Maybe she didn't drink the wine.
Right, but that's odd. Not drinking anything at a party for hours.
Well, perhaps she was pregnant.
She has a kid?
I mean, kind of.
He has several. They're in the other room.
Yes. She certainly cares for the kids in some way.
So, not for nothing, but what's the story with the matron anyway? Maybe we can connect some dots.
Well, she was here when I showed up in town several years back. Having lived in that old cottage, well, since even before Arafis arrived. Let me go look at something real quick to see who might be a good person I can bring you guys to with his knowledge. Da, da, da. No one who really might know about in particular more than I would. Maybe be Kajor, maybe Torben, but she's very much a recluse, keeping to herself. The townsfolk view her as a witch of the town. I can't say if this is fully accurate or simply because of, her superstitions. The older woman living by themselves, particularly of a house so fine, a town so poor, without any real job.
Would she be hostile to us if we showed up, though?
Can't say. Probably not. Oh,
Maybe we don't all show up, like a selection of us, because we are now a small gang.
Well, speaking of showing up, we should decide, and quickly. We can bring the kids back under cover of invisibility easily enough. The matron hasn't noticed them missing as she's not there.
invisibility? You really think we had the capabilities to cast that many times? Seems a little far-fetched, that plan.
Well, we have what? 4?
I know you guys have at least 2 castings of invisibility.
Yeah, but didn't they affect 2 people each?
One of them did. Because
So
I'm
then
pretty
we
sure
have-
it was a spell-like ability that the one was.
So then we have 3, and if you let me potentially cheese it to the things you're holding that are invisible,
No.
where are you...
If Cry has a spell book, I can copy invisibility and cast it to a decent bunch.
Yeah. If you're wanting to cheese it where you're like holding a child, that's just a write-up now.
Why not just, take them back
But-
normally?
Also, if we take them back, won't they just come back for them?
That was the other question. Do we even take them back? I mean, technically we have no claim to them.
Well, I can keep watching him here. I can even bring him back to the orphanage and watch him there. Might be more safe there, even, with the tavern here being so lively. At least during daytime.
Do you know the matron well enough that if you tell her we took the kids to the tavern for their protection last night, she would believe it?
Probably. Definitely would believe it if Laura vouches. I mean, they did say they could trust me when they left him alone.
Well, then I suppose we can just walk them back. She seems uneasy about the idea. She still doesn't trust the matron, but she has no real counter argument.
So we bring the killed children back. What plan after that, then?
We go visit a temple? Question mark?
Do we know what the temple is?
Yeah, we do.
Are we abandoning the wood place then? The
The lumberyard? Want
Yes,
we waiting to
lumber.
investigate the lumberyard? He does bring a point in that regard.
I don't remember anything about the lumberyard, so I'm clueless.
Isn't the lumberyard where all the mishaps were happening?
Well, a lot of recent events have been occurring near the lumberyard. People going missing, bestial attacks that Malrathis claims will be stopped soon, as they are consecrating the grounds there. That's the reason, yes. That's why we're wanting to look into it.
There's also rumors that there may be a fiend around that area hiding in a cave.
Well, if they're tied to the temple, then cutting off that avenue seems like a proper point. Sorry, I'm usually more strategic than this. She just shakes her head and runs a hand through her hair in that it's been a hard night kind of look.
Wary indicates, but I made breakfast.
So, are we all traveling together then, once we get the kids back to the orphanage?
I have to be honest, and I've sort of raised this point before. If we're walking around in a large gang, we are going to probably inevitably attract attention from the wrong kind of people.
Indeed.
It would be best for just Alexander to welcome back. If anyone stops him, he could say he watched him overnight while Mother Strauss was gone.
I more mean if once the kids are back, or if we're walking to the lumberyard all together.
Oh, we could just simply take the wagon, shove a few of you in there.
It could work. But what if, when we get to the lumberyard, those in the back of the wagon, do we simply sit and wait?
Is the lumberyard Elliot, still active?
Is that in character or out of character question?
Out of character.
I mean, as far as you know.
The cultists are using it, I believe. So why not just attack it with as much brute force as possible?
Well,
Because we don't know what's going on?
like I said, can't just. The townsfolk do not know what's right and wrong. They're afflicted in some way. They're not themselves. Killing them willy-nilly, killing innocents. I'll be no part of that.
But, yes, I don't see, honestly, a problem with letting a few of you, she looks to the NPCs, sit in the back of the wagon for a little bit.
Maybe gather up stragglers or runners, but I agree. Yesterday went a little off book. We should try to avoid that going forward. It doesn't serve anyone for the better.
There's a book.
Mind.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that without saying it, like I'm talking about, amongst us, the fire and the near kidnapping. I just don't want to, specify it in front of everyone.
She is not sure if you're blaming her specifically, because technically she did overextend first.
Oh,
But I got a 5, so you don't have to tell me.
yeah.
He feels content he did nothing wrong.
So we go to the lumberyard then, instead of the temple.
Yes. You 3, you 4, you... How many NPCs are there?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. You 4, head out back. Well, get yourself some breakfast.
They're currently
maybe...
eating breakfast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. Finish your breakfast, head out back, choose your wagon of choice and get comfy. Some of us will go drop the kids back off with Alexander there to stand guard. And we'll meet you back in the wagons. Sound good? She looks to the whole crew.
Should we switch out the Sullivan for Atticus? Can't give love to just one of them.
We're taking both wagons. How else do you think we're taking 8 people?
Oh.
10 people.
Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, alright. Sure.
So,
We'll be the wagon drivers.
out of town, it should be one of the 4 of us. Once we clear town, I don't care.
Well, just remember that we are still in Vazia. Do not know who's
Yeah.
truthfully an ally.
Ian and Garrison, then?
Very well.
Who's coming to the orphanage? Lunara raises her hand as if that is not a question that she is going.
I mean, I'm going to protect them there, so I'm coming along.
Well, yeah. Is anyone else going for the walk?
The less that go, the better, probably.
I
Fair
want
enough.
to, but I think it's better if I don't.
And you could always join us underground, but probably not a bad idea that you don't. Right then, Alexander, should we get the kids ready?
Yes, yes, we should. Alright. With that, the party disperses unless there's anything else you want to do.
I did want to point out to you that I do not need to use my side eye for psychic whispers yet.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
The specific wording is that the first use doesn't cost anything, the second use does.
I didn't do a first use.
You did. You listed at the very top that you have chosen Garrett, Ragna, although you spelled it Ranga, and Cry are mind pinged.
Yeah, that's when they came down, but that didn't end up happening, because...
Why would it not happen? It was the start of day thing.
I'm misremembering, then. That's fine. I'll use it.
Yes. You were going to say something, Devil?
I was gonna say that I think what happened was she was gonna use it, and then the actions that would have prompted it to happen changed, and everybody just went through with her having used it.
I see.
Fine, it doesn't really matter. I just forgot about it.
Alright. Well, our party gathers forth with the NPCs heading to the back to go and set up within the wagons. You and Alexander collect the children, Laura and the others. And what are the other 4 of you doing?
This is wagon team, right?
Wagon team, yeah.
Which I think I was volunteered for. And that would probably be what I would pick anyway.
I will go make pack lunches for everyone.
Alright. So, kitchen team. What is Cry doing?
Cry will probably go help set up the wagons as well.
Alright, and what is Ein doing?
Actually, before AFK, joining a wagon team.
Alright. So, wagon team. Are you doing so stealthily, getting the wagon set up and getting people set up in the wagons?
I mean, fucking Garrett and Ein don't really need to be stealthy getting the wagon set up for departure, but the other people might want to be for sneaking in.
Just asking the party. Those who went down there, they're going to do so.
I don't think we're gonna accomplish stealth. And I don't think Tyranneth asks us because he knows we fucking suck at it.
Is it still snowing right now, actually?
As you wake upon this morning, it is no longer snowing. There's a bit of a wind, and it's definitely chill, but it's not snowing.
Is it gloomy / outcast / foggy?
It's definitely a little gloomy.
As in, is there anything natural to obscure vision? Or the likes?
It's not like a thick fog or anything like that, no, there's nothing that one who is wanting to just stealth can naturally stealth.
I'm more mean for if I say did minor illusion of like snowfall or fog, would it be believable right
It's not really a thick fog right now.
now? Okay.
Yeah.
So scratch that plan.
Anyways, you guys have another wagon, which I need to go pop down. There we go. Alright. So, as you have gathered up your various companions, moving on over to the wagons, placing them on inside and getting them all set up. Let's see here. I'm probably actually going to do horse with one and then the kitties on the other, because that will be better. Lunara and Alexander walk the children across the street. You get a few odd looks, and Alexander seems to calm them with, I was just watching them while Mother Strauss was out, which seems to ease their suspicions that you guys would then make your way to the orphanage and drop off the kids. Is there anything else you were wanting to do, Lunar, while you're away? You're muted if you're talking.
Alexander, you don't particularly know any craftspeople in this area who work with magic? This is a mental connection thing. Actually, no, it's not.
Is it mental because that's your first thing, or is it because you're wanting to avoid it?
I'm wanting to avoid spending the die.
Okay. Good. Magical gear. Maybe casual.
Anyone that works with my particular speciality, and at that, she will summon a hint of a psychic blade in her hand, but then let it disappear very quickly.
I don't know what that is.
I'm going.
Like just daggers? I mean, probably not.
I'm
Kajor is
only-
more of an alchemist.
I'm gonna lean very, very closely and whisper in his ear to the point where my fuzzy lips are probably brushing against them. And she's just going to say the word psychic.
Please don't do that. I mean, like, mine's... I'll explain the weird... future notice. Please don't speak to me in my mind. It's really disconcerting. At least not until things are here are cleared up.
He shrugs. It's safer.
Safer, sure, but who's to say that you're not, well, what's changing these citizens into what they are?
Alexander, if you truly thought that, you wouldn't have sent me to get the kids last night.
To be fair, I
Please,
didn't hear your
don't insult either
voice
of us.
until, the morning.
What does that mean?
He did not hear your mental vision until this morning. So, it's the
Mm.
first communication he's had with you.
Oh, I thought he had one last night as well.
I'm pretty
But-
sure he didn't. I can check to make sure. If he did have it last night, then this conversation would be more of a, yeah, hey, I'm not comfortable with that, rather than oh god, I'm really not comfortable with that. Either which way, though, while I might be safer, do not know the true extent of this threat, could very well be able to mimic your voice. Already seen the fact that you're fire-obsessed one can change forms somewhat.
Right. Fine. Not going to point out the flaws in your logic. I will just simply not do it if it can be avoided. What? Don't your teeth hurt? And you have a Boston cream donut. I'm sorry. I'm judging.
It sometimes can help, actually. Depends on the type of tooth pain you're dealing with. Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm not seriously judging you. It just took me, like, really off guard.
Anyways, as he stays behind with the children, do you head anywhere else, or do you head back to the group, Lunara?
Well, did he answer my question? Do you actually know anyone who deals with?
Yeah, Kazor maybe. But
Okay.
no one with really, psychic blade specialties, no. He said Kazor's more of a herbalist.
He said alchemist. Same
Yeah.
difference?
Herbalist, alchemist, he's the same. He uses both those skills.
Okay. Alright.
One second, someone's at my door.
Are we back on the wagons or?
No, Sage had a knock at the door.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
he effed.
I spaced on that. Thank you.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
It was a conversation about Skyrim. I don't know why it was as important as it was, but it was apparently important.
Because it's Skyrim. It always comes back.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're doing Skyrim together playthrough, so... Because the new Reborn
I
came
heard
out.
that came out.
Yeah.
How does that work? Because I heard it was buggy as fuck last time I actually looked into it.
The most recent update is a lot smoother. It's still got some bugs to it. They're actually pretty hilarious. I had this one bug where the guy was swimming through the air naked, and it was pretty funny. Anyways,
Alright.
now it's for the most part the game is fun. It doesn't really have too many breaking bugs. Regardless, though, back to the shoops and the whoops. You were wanting to do anything else after talking with Alexander?
No, I'll just go meet back up with the caravan.
All right. Whoop. Meeting back up with the caravan. It's easy enough to acquire some food from the kitchens. Are you wanting to do anything special with your food, or you're just wanting to get some basic lunches for people? For Wary?
Just basic lunches for people, just in case we're out longer than what would be reasonable, basically.
All right, just prepping some better quality food rather than just eating rations. Very good.
Yeah.
It's easily done. You guys still had some, your free meals and whatnot. So, all right. Returning to the wagons, the group reconvenes with people setting up within the various wagons and preparing for what is to come. So, I'm just going to put players in the left one, NPCs in the bigger one, for simplicity. All right. And you guys are traveling to the lumberyard. Copy. Let's see here. Clifftide Lumber Mill. That's the one you make visible. But first, you guys are traveling there and might have issues along the way. So, I'm going to go and check to see if there's any issues along the way. Are you guys traveling at a slow, medium, or fast pace?
Probably at a medium.
Our medium is pretty much fast.
All right.
Medium works.
And of course, doubled because of...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about encounter checks then, because I forgot about you double. All right. You guys arrive upon the lumber mill just west of town, and I will make that map visible.
Why is it double?
You have
Because-
some boots that increase it, and then the other thing that...
But I'm wondering, does that increase it for the caravan that Ian's not in?
The party
We're all
is...
traveling
Yeah,
together.
Oh,
it's the
okay.
party. The party's travel speed.
Yeah.
All right, and grabbing your tokens, copy, going to the map, F and E, pasta. So I'm a banana when I made this map, and I made the gates pretty much at the bare edge of the map. So you guys will actually be somewhat in the darkness as you approach, which is still, it's not actually in darkness, it's just unmapped forested road. That's wrong.
I mean, we're experienced with theater of the mind. We can tell that the shrubbery is there.
Indeed! The most
The
mighty of
gravel
shrubbery.
beneath our boots shall
If I don't
crunch.
say it, it doesn't exist.
But then again, it's a sage map, so all I have to say is my immersion!
My immersion. I mean, if you really want to, I could grab another fucking grass plane and put it right there, but it's fine. Anyways, as you begin to approach the Clifftide Lumber Mill, curving around the bend, you would see that off in the distance, a raised palisade rises up from within the boughs of the forest. You can see that there is a larger gateway blocking your way forward, and you can see, atop this gateway, there are guards stationed. People with ranged weapons looking out towards the forest. You can also see that there are acolytes, we will say, of Malrathis, who are amongst these guards.
Quick thing. Ailey and Sophia was not grabbed.
No, motherfucker. I'll grab him. Squitch.
Awesome. One more quick question. Oh, and my messages. Did you grab those?
Yep. Where did you put them?
Sage, did you like any of the pictures I sent you for the vestige?
They're too feminine.
All of them? I
Yeah.
thought the third one was good.
That's too feminine. Let's see here. Cliptide Lumber Mill, posting the tokens. There's your vestiges there, and then there's the shoops and the boops. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to... I might have to just commission art for it, because I did my own Google search while you guys were doing your conversation, and I didn't find anything that really fits.
See? It's hard.
Yeah. It's fine. The big issue is that, you were searching for angelic, and I was also searching for angelic. Modrins are traditional angels.
So
So-
wheels with eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, wheels with eyes.
Yeah. So I need to find something that fits that theme, but still seems somewhat humanoid. It's gonna be weird.
Wheels with eyes, but androgynous wheels with eyes. It's just
Yeah, that's a thing that makes sense.
I need to have someone commission or something like that. It's gonna be complicated. It's fine. It's not really required. Anyways, as you guys approach, rolling your way up with your various wagons towards the gateway, you hear a voice call out from top the Palisades gate. "Oh there! State your business here!"
Fuck. I haven't considered this. I kind of assumed it was going to be empty. I'm not even... It's not even a joke. I just get to look back.
Hello there. We were sent to investigate the strange happenings within the lumber mill.
Sent by who?
Was Alexander a guard? Or was he just a dude at the town?
Alexander is a guard. You also know that Alexander was being hush-hush.
Mm-hmm. Mother Strauss was very worried about everyone's well-being here, and figured it was best outsiders come investigate in case something happened, instead of risking someone from your own town.
Roll me deception.
I am currently proficient in that. So this is a +3. Can I do anything with... Hold on, I think one of my messages actually helps me out. I have advantage on any intelligence or charisma checks made to deliver, discover, or withhold potentially useful information.
Look at that.
Into a whole 17! Wow. You know what? This is a little bit important, so I'm going to use my free slave destiny of the day.
All right.
19, 20, 22?
Why do you have an additional +2?
So I am proficient in deception for today because of my pact augmentation.
So
that's
you're
a +3.
applying your proficiency bonus?
It is not on the deception check itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of being a +2, it should be a +3 then.
Yes, I am just not that. I am just not good at that.
Okay. I was like, I can
was
understand a
22.
+3. I cannot understand a +2. So I'm just like, that's a little weird that you're saying +2. Okay. Very good, very good. With a 22, the archer who's been speaking to you will look over to his side, back at the others who are on the tower here with him. Not to worry. Everything's fine here. It's under control. The Church of the Holy Light, through Malrafis's vision, has seen fit to protect us from the beasts of the wild. Palisade's been risen up and, well, didn't have any encounters last night.
Oh, well, that's what they said before the fire.
Fire?
Didn't you hear some of the Church of the Holy Light folk showed up in the town? There was a fire. They couldn't put it out.
The cultist
I had to
herald began
flee.
whispering into this man's ear. Hmm. But the fire was put out then.
Yes, but not by the cultists. I heard they scattered away.
Cultists?
I was gonna.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, the monsters. They're organizing, haven't you heard? Even
Well-
more than before.
Roll me deception.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm good at charisma.
Would you like to add anything to the results before I reveal your results?
I only have one destiny and I'm not about to use it.
Fair, fair. Oh, speaking of it, I actually need to mark you guys as the next day on my calendar because I haven't done that yet.
I mean, a worst case scenario, we have a very flammable palisade right here.
Don't
Yes.
encourage her.
I
You
said
like
worst
just
case.
have a talk about fire.
Yes, but I said worst case. Also, this is not Garrett talking. This is Sean talking.
Yeah, fireball's acceptable for robbing the store.
We, It is definitely concerning that the beasts of the wild seem to be grouping together into cults, as you call them. But the fire was put out, it is... Well,
Yeah, it was put out in the middle of a snowstorm. What's gonna happen in all this bright sunny weather to your wonderfully dry lumber mill filled with kindling? Can you at least let us have a look?
outsider. We are stationed against a river. It is through the holy light of our church that this place is protected. No fires will happen here. It's not an issue.
If they can happen in the town, they can certainly happen here. Certainly, the holy light would be the most focused there, where its most fervent worshippers sit.
The holy light has been focused on building up its cathedral. Many of its fervent worshippers have been focused on the attacks of late upon the lumber mill here. But it is not worry. The town will soon have a fresh contingent of our priests to ensure the safety of the town.
You know, unless they get eaten up by the monsters that you won't let us help investigate. But I mean, whatever, it's Malrathis' coin at the end of the day. I'm just gonna have to go and tell him that, well, you know, he's still gotta pay me.
Roll another deception.
Can I have the inspiration?
That moment when Wary's in the back, just sitting there, I brought doggy bags.
You're muted if you're talking, Witch.
Can I have the inspiration?
That's a Remy question.
Sure.
Well, shit.
By sure, I meant no.
Gotcha. Well, be sure to send our regards to Malrathis when you speak to him then.
Alright, well, sure would be a shame if there was a fire.
Are you suggesting
Someone
something
want-
there?
Someone want me to sneak in and set a fire? Because that's what I'm getting.
All I'm saying is Malrathis would be rightful upset if you couldn't handle a simple fire, like last evening.
So out of character, why do we need to go in?
We believe they're doing some fucked up unholy stuff here.
Roll me an intimidation, Garrison. Good God.
Out of character. Is this like a hidden message to actually set things on fire?
Oh, he's saying fire a lot. I think it is.
Well, should a fire occurred, we are more than ready for such an occasion. I think it best that you fine folks be on your way, lest you run into your own fire. The woods are dangerous, and our protection from mighty Malrafis only extends so far.
Clearly, town can speak for that.
Sage.
Yes.
So this is the only door in, yes?
The only door that you guys can see. Currently,
How tall
as you
is-
guys are approaching, you saw a palisade blocking entrance from all views of your approach, with one
Yeah,
gated
well-
entrance.
Hey, I will say this. Good job to you militia guys. I hear that you've been the real law in this town. You know, while your church of Malrathis takes all your money and your resources to build up their glory.
Roll
Thanks
persuasion
for
with
keeping the common
disadvantage.
folk safe.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
This is the one where I do it good. Well, that was perception, but my persuasion's actually higher. So, hold on. 14. That's another 3 for 20.
Wow.
All right.
Well, I'm actually trained in persuasion. Where I'm, and I'm trained in both, but
I
it's a
mean,
charisma skill. I'm better at that.
technically, numbers-wise, I should probably be doing the talking, but Ein's not in the right state of mind.
I mean, anyone can talk.
I have expertise.
You don't need
I
to
have
be good at the
expertise
skill
in
to
this.
talk. It's encouraged you to be good at the skill to talk.
I mean, yes. It's more of Ein has expertise in deception, but
Well.
she's just not feeling it.
Also have expertise in deception.
You would see the militia archers kind of look at each other. Nod a bit. The church provides for all, those in need or those who are under our purview. And you'll look towards the militia. Their wages are fair, more than fair even.
Does that include buying up all of the holy water when there are monsters threatening the town?
Also, wait a minute. If you get your money from donations from the town, aren't they just sort of paying themselves? I mean, doesn't the church tithe them?
Tithes are involved, yes. But
So
it
you're
is
sort of
through
paying each other.
outsider, your misunderstanding of the situation is laughable. We provide more than just tithes to the people of Duskwitch. It is under our
No,
protection.
they provide the tithe to you. That's how tithing works, sir.
Normally, a church is to provide divine spellcasting, holy components, and other other things that a community might need. However, while shopping, again, can you explain why the Church of Balraphis is monopolizing all of the holy water in the region instead of providing it to the townsfolk to drive away the monsters of the night?
It is for those most suited to use the holy water, or best able to use it to drive off the beasts of the night.
In a normal Vazian city, such things are necessary for the common folk to use to help protect themselves.
the common folk have seen fit to ensure the church protects them. More so, we have acquired the holy water to ensure the consecration of our newfound church, which was granted by the townsfolk. Now, I would
Was that
recommend
before or
you...
after the monster attacks that required the holy water? Just seems a little silly to have them be building and consecrating this church while monsters are slaughtering people.
Holy water has been sent to our faith before the arrival of these beasts, and they have been acquired in greater numbers to ensure their defeat. As you can see, this camp is not under attack. It is unharmed.
But
And
that's
I
what it
would
is.
say that it is the town under attack by you lot. It is a coincidence, I would say, that the town is under fire the day that you arrive. But the fact that you are so aggressive in your interrogations of our faithful, I would say it is not mere coincidence, but you are the perpetrators yourself. I would say that perhaps it is the militia's job to set you under arrest while we investigate your crimes. He's going to roll a persuasion on his militia, and you can roll a persuasion from whatever you might say, depending on what you say, to counter his persuasion. But I will need to see what you say first.
Sage, hold on. I tried to ask this back when the setting the fire conversation was happening. This tree, this fence,
Let me zoom
what's
out.
the difference in height?
The palisade is about 15, 16 feet tall. Effectively, it's 15 feet tall. The trees themselves, they are on average from the exterior of the place. They are on average about 10 feet. But if you look over here, let me just zoom out for you. This bigger tree, or a tree of a similar size, they are taller. They are around 25, 30 feet of climbable tree.
Okay.
Now, the main reason you're seeing most of these trees are smaller on the outskirts is because they've actually cut down much of the larger trees surrounding the palisade. But they have not completed their job. Hence why you can see a few that are, weaknesses. If you were to actually skirt around, which you do not know about them at this point in time. Because, you're in a car and you cannot see these trees.
Mm-hmm.
But
You can go ahead and make your roll. I'm just taking a moment to collect my thoughts.
all right, let me go look at my bonus. All right. I have advantage due to the particular nature of these people. All right.
Surely, if we were the perpetrators, by your own words then, the light would have dealt with us. And yet, here we stand. Seems as though you are either bossing people around to your own ends, or your light can't deliver.
Alloquactor, I have a question.
Hmm.
How far was the lumber mill to here by foot, and is there any signs of other wagons or the likes?
Get your
It's
Can someone
cursive
help me
system.
out here?
I was going. I was going to say, due to the fact that you have mentioned the church again in your plea, essentially disparaging it to the militiamen, you would be at disadvantage. But you rolled a 1.
Well, didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking. Wait, did I use? Because I gave the recap last session, I think. Did I use that reroll?
Do you have it listed on your sheet as available?
I admittedly don't. So
I
it
mean,
doesn't really
advantage
matter.
in this case will only just negate the disadvantage.
It's true. The guards will look at each other, hearing the words of their zealot, and hearing your own words, being somewhat blocked out by the fervent speech of the zealot. They're not fully able to hear the full speech of yours, which admittedly is one that could rouse some aid to your cause. Unfortunately, they look out towards you. I'm starting to think that, old Frank here is a bit right. We'll have to ask you lot to, disembark from your vehicles. Lay down your arms. I have some questions for you. At least while we investigate the fire.
So, they were saying that their holy light and the holy water consecrated on this place protects them.
I mean, they were saying that about the church.
Not here, the temple.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure about.
We'll come in and submit to your questioning. But why should we surrender our arms if the holy light is protecting you?
Well, if you're the ones who set the fire, what's to say you wouldn't try something while you're in here?
Where's your proof of that?
And also, shouldn't the holy light protect you?
The holy light will protect. But it is ill. I can't think of the right word. It is ill-conceived. That's not the right word, but we're going to go with it. Ill-conceived to perform such investigations without proper precautions. It is the fool who falls to a blade hidden.
Hey, you can see all of our stuff. You're the only one hiding up there.
Hold on. Lunara is just gonna ask Garrett and Cry and Wary in a soft whisper, do you guys just want me to go in there, sneak around, see if I can find something, set something on fire?
Sure, but maybe don't set the fire now. Because it would look pretty bad for us.
Well, fine.
I need a stealth check. And do you have anything that would benefit you from stealthing? Because they are actively looking in the area. Anything that lets you stealth in plain sight, or anything that you could do to boost your stealth?
Well, this is just grasslands, there's no trees.
You guys are in the middle of an open road. There are trees on the edge of the road.
But they're open.
It's possible for you to dash to them and stealth that way, but I'm going to be having you roll a disadvantage unless you have anything that can boost you. So.
While which way was Dana planning on going? South or north?
South.
Okay. When that happens, like as they're leaving the thing, I'd like to do a minor illusion over here to get their attention over here of like a very loud twig snapping, just something to like snap their head over real quick.
All right, roll main arcana.
One of the other thing, I was actually wanting to leave the the wagon as well to do stealthing.
All right, well, I'll need your stealth check as well. You'll also have to describe me how you are stealthing.
I am dropping down and burrowing down behind the wagon if the land is soft enough.
It's unfortunately not on the road. It's worked stone.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can get past the stone, then it's soft enough. But the road itself is worked stone, as you can see from the image. Sort of. It's kind of hard to see.
It looks like dirt to me.
It's flagstone.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Flagstone.
So, if I got to hear about, I'd be in dirt, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But to get there, you would have to go into visual range, which would be a disadvantage on stealth.
Well, I would stop Wary from leaving at the same time that I am anyway, because that's just gonna be more obvious.
Well, first off, Wary. I know. This is all happening at the same time, so I'm trying to get the timelines proper. So, Wary, you see Lunar pop out. You see Cry beginning to formulate some magic as Lunar pops out, and then you begin to slither out. Lunar, you see them slithering out. You guys may do your thing as that happens.
Right, well, first off, ping to your brains. Spend a psychic dice. That's before I leave, so I really have line of sight on them. And does Cry's Arcana give me advantage?
I cannot reveal that.
Well, I need to know if I'm rolling with advantage or not.
Are you stopping Wary, or are you just moving out?
Oh, if Wary looks like he is going to move out behind me, yes, she will hold up a hand telling him to wait.
All right. Do you wait, Wary?
Yeah, Wary would wait.
All right. As you're holding up a hand, readying to stealth out, you look out towards the south, and you would hear a snap, a loud snap of a branch to the north. They didn't roll high enough to get you advantage, which would cancel out your disadvantage. All right. I will roll for 3 of them. These top 3 do not have an angle on you, so they would not be able to see you going to the tree line. So just these 3. I'm pretty sure they don't have any bonuses on that, but I'm just going to check their passives to see if they have any specials. All right, the militia archers. They're just one with a +4. God damn.
God damn it! Roll! Work with
The
us!
zealot. He's got a +8. Do I have any bonuses as well? Do this, or am I just rolling on dice? No. Okay. Just flat +8. All right.
Do you have like your psychic dice or something to enhance that? I don't know how your
I
class
can't add
works.
it because he revealed the roll. So
Isn't your psychic die specifically if you fail a roll?
let me.
Cybolsternak, when you non-psychic sonic training fails you, your psychic powers can help. If you fail an ability check using your skill or tool with which you are proficient, you can roll 1 psychic energy die and add the number to roll to the check. So yes, you can.
Oh.
It's specifically if you fail. Only if you fail.
Fucking kidding me.
Well,
No
you
one gets to do anything cool this session. Just fuck the players.
you still have Destiny if you want to use Destiny.
Second.
Right now you're at 22 versus a 24.
In character, I was restraining from fire. Out of character, I'm at the point of if they want to see a fire, I'll show them a fire. Oh boy.
Well, one way or another, they'll find out we're the good guys, probably.
Probably.
If they live that long.
Look. Out of character, I hate cultists. Too was a bastion, so yes. By all means, kill the entire cult.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I had anything else. Like, do you guys think this is worth me using a destiny?
I think that if you get caught sneaking away, they're actually going to start shooting arrows at us, and that's pretty inconvenient.
I mean, to be fair, you're taunting them about how crappy their church is. Like, you're right on the cusp of them shooting arrows at us anyway.
Yes! That's exactly my point!
I mean,
Alright, so they're fine. I'll waste my destiny because you taunted. Yeah, no, I'll waste my destiny.
You're going to use Destiny?
Yes.
All right. Let's hope for a 2 or higher.
Oh, what's a destiny? A d6.
It's a d6, yeah, unless you have the feat for it.
Thank God.
All right, a 22 becomes a 26 as you, with just the right amount of luck, you push off to the edge and skirting into the forest. Now that said, at 21, I did not see that with disadvantage. So you guys can roll with disadvantage now, or you can spend your inspiration to make that just stick.
the dice I just spent the inspiration. Or the dice have fucked us enough tonight.
That's what I was thinking.
Wait, why was the 21 with disadvantage?
Because you didn't receive the benefit from Cry. They didn't roll high enough to give you the advantage.
And you start stealthing in the open.
It's more than 30 feet to get into the forest. So,
Well, I would have started stealthing. Okay, so if I moved here, I assume they can't see me stepping out in the back of the cart.
correct.
So this is where I would have started stealthing,
Yes.
and then moved into the forest.
And it's more than 30 feet to get into the forest. And stealthing is not exactly full speed unless you have something for it. Which I don't think I gave your items full speed stealth.
No. You
I'm
didn't.
pretty sure your old item, the boots, did, but not your new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you were 156, it would have been proper. So yeah. Now, since you cannot actually reach it with one move, or one, like, stealth movement, it is disadvantage. Which is why I was asking if you had anything to boost it, and you didn't, so it's a disadvantage unless you have anything to boost it, which you don't. And then Cry tried to help you to boost it, but they rolled a 10, and it was really sad.
Well, if I had realized it was with disadvantage, I wouldn't have used my destiny. At least I wouldn't have used my destiny now. I'm already failing.
I mean, you don't know if you're going to roll lower than 11 on your disadvantage. Would you like to see what your disadvantage roll is, and then determine if you're going to use those resources? Alright. Now, if you have inspiration, you can save it. Otherwise, you can take your resources back.
I mean, I think it's kind of cheesy to take it back. Like, it's already said and done. I already know I failed, so it just seems a little cheesy to take it back. So I'll just eat it.
Alright. Let's see here. Pushing across the way, you would see some of the militia archers swivel their crossbows in your direction. Actually, I think these guys use bows. They would swivel their bows in your direction. Boy, just jumped out the back. That would be from, I think, Cry has a... No, who's got the 15? It's you, isn't it? It's you, okay. So, Lunar, you know you've been caught. No one else heard him whisper that. Are you lot? Disembark now!
Does that mean exit, or does that mean just...
It means exit the vehicle and stand at the
No,
side.
I'm asking you,
Oh.
DM.
Okay. You have a very similar voice to Garridan when you speak in Garridan's voice. That means exit the vehicle and stand next to it.
You know what? I think I was wrong before. I don't know if that's Taraneth that's amazing. Maybe he just makes us all terrible. Like, he's so good.
The zealot will look over his shoulder, call out. Yeah. Searching wagons! Send up a squad!
Mind ping, I will say continue the stealth or come back.
You might as well try and run and get in another way.
Okay.
If
I
I
will
try to
make
run,
my
it's
way.
going to be a fight.
If you want to search our wagons, get someone with actual legal authority.
We're the town militia. We have legal authority. Exit your vehicle now or we'll be forced to open fire.
Then come down here and show me what evidence you have. He's holy, right? Have him cast a spell. Have him ask the light. That will clear this up. Is that not his answer for everything? Or does he only have blind accusations? Go on! Have him
Roll-
call upon his magic.
Roll me a deception or persuasion. You add anything to the total before I reveal the result?
No.
Okay.
No, not at this
It was
point.
a decent roll. Unfortunately, my passive is higher than that. Fine. If you wish to see the power of the light, so be it. In terms of how far you can actually get with all this, Lunar, you'd be able to do about 4 rounds of movement.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to put me where the edge of the forest would be so I know how.
So you would have been about here-ish, I believe. Yeah, about there-ish. And then, so if you want to be at the edge of the forest, you're going to want to be, like, just at the border of the black zone. So, like, right here.
Okay.
But that is 70 to get there, which is essentially 2 rounds of movement for your stealth. You have another 10 feet if you want to do that additional 10 feet. And then you have another 2 rounds after that. While you're doing this, though, my zealot is going to cast a spell. You do see him casting a spell, Garridan. And, Ein, if you want to do any reactions to this.
Can I try and identify the spell?
Give me a religion. Let's see, DC is... he is casting Hold Person.
Fair enough. Is he casting it at me, or...?
Yes, at you.
Okay. What's my DC?
Right, he would step forward and he would cast it. Give me that wisdom save. DC 15.
Fucking... Alright, I'm gonna use my
What did
destiny.
you do to offend the dice god?
Eat a fucking...
Dice fucking hate you this day.
my... Hold on.
He's outside my camp.
I'm just gonna refresh the dice pool. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Whenever at least you or one other ally within 30 feet. Fucking... Come on, I'm one short! Fucking...
Are you one short?
Hold on. Let me check.
I'm not... I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm very annoyed at coming up so horrifically short.
I take it you have a ability that gives you a +4.
Yep, my war mage.
Oof.
Oh, no, wait, I think that might just be a +2 anyway, but I mean, whatever. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna go through my stuff, see if I have anything.
All right.
No. Yes. No, well, it is a +4 to the saving throw. God, I just needed one more, man.
It's really a cursed
Oh.
existence. All right.
Does anyone else have inspiration from recaps they haven't spent?
If they do, it's beyond their sheet.
Fucking hell, man.
All right. In that case,
I just realized that I should have had inspiration on the Night Tribe check. Fuck.
as he steps forward, raising his amulet high, you see a blinding light reverberate through the area, and a piercing beam of this light shoots into Garridan as you see their form seize up.
Does Cry, maybe do you have counterspell or something?
They are 75 feet away from me.
Christ. Fine.
As the beam shoots into Garridan, you see their body seize up, their form rigid. And with this, everyone roll me initiative as the cultist zealot calls out. Capture them! Drag them in forcefully if you have to. Resisting arrest will be subject to death. Alright. I'm gonna
Can I
grab
hear
them.
this from where I am?
With a passive 12, they are a decent bit away from you now. He yelled it a bit, so yeah, you'll be able to hear it. Grabbing these guys, grabbing the NPCs.
Forgot how D&D works.
Look, I'm not usually be the one to like things aren't going our way. Can we call it a night? But seriously, these dice are cursed. Can we not die tonight?
I really want to kill this guy. Like, this NPC in particular, I'm not going to. But I'm going to beat the ever-living shit out of him.
Well, there's one good roll tonight. The question is, how pissed am I and do I fireball?
I mean,
We need that palisade down. It's probably not going to look good for us, but it already doesn't look good for us.
I'm really sad. I was hoping the guards would come to the back of the wagon and open it up, and I'd be like, "Do you want sandwiches?"
I mean, that's also
I
what
wanted
was
it happen to
hoping.
too. It'd be pretty funny.
That's also what I was hoping, so I could just pop Spirit Guardians instead of Fireball,
Yeah, unfortunate.
and then I could at least pretend that I'm divine and not them. You know?
Let's not kill any of these people. Even him. I'm gonna maybe beat the shit out of him, but I'm gonna make him explain to everyone that they're fucking hypocrite, evil cowards.
It
Oh,
is the unfortunate nature of dealing with this cult.
I can tell you mentally, the zealots are not innocent people. They are too far gone and fully believe what they are doing. They are insane. That's what Sage told me last game.
Yep. You can kill zealots, no problem.
Yeah, I can share that with you mentally before I left. I wasn't paying attention to, like...
Well, yeah, but if we kill them, then the militia's gonna suspect us even more.
Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna get the insane guys to suddenly recant, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I still, even if we can't, I would rather not kill them while people are watching.
I'm not going to bother with anyone inside buildings at this point in time. Most of them are basic common folk, but I will grab everyone outside the building and add them to initiative as well. Game initiative, sorting initiative. Alright, so, you guys are wanting to continue with this combat, or are you wanting to push this up to next week?
Oh, you can continue.
I'm
Just griping about our dice.
If people want to take a break, I'm not going to be like, no, we have to keep playing, but I would like to deal with these people tonight.
I would personally like to keep going as well.
These
Yeah.
people deserve my rage.
Alright.
I mean, also, yes.
Well,
So-
to be fair, I think the dice deserve your rage.
Yeah, if your
Yeah.
dice do start getting really fuckered, a good way to clear them out is just to do a couple d20 rolls.
In
that.
fairness, I haven't rolled poorly this session.
It's true. It's true.
I haven't rolled this
It's
session
true.
at all.
You're about to. Well,
Oh,
you actually
about to.
have because you rolled initiative, but you know.
Well, yes, but I rolled well on that.
It's true. All right. Yeah. No. If I see like 3 good rolls in a row, I always do 3 bad test rolls, and if the last one is a good roll, then I'll do 1 more just to make sure, and then I'll carry on. Because Map Tools seems to have a weird thing where they like to go in waves of good and bad.
D&D players are so superstitious.
What was the local god's name like before Malrafis?
Local god depends
Yeah.
on they have.
That was worshipped around here.
Oh, the worst one was worshipped
If-
around here. Let's
If
see
you
here.
roll 20, you're going to get 20.
Why couldn't I have those rolls? You know what? Fuck you, Sage, and your idea. Do you see what you just made me waste?
I mean, you do know you didn't actually roll anything. You just typed 20.
No, I rolled the 13, the 18, the 2, and the 18.
Well, yeah, because look, 17, 10, 4, 5, and then the next one was good, good, and bad, and then good. Because bad rolls clear out the stack of bad, and then you get good rolls after it. So
Alright, so
after my 5, you wanted to roll good. You wanted to roll after the 5.
yeah, who was the original god here before Malrafis and his cult came in?
The deity that would have been presiding over this location, I believe, would have been Gorham, but I have to go make sure, because this is a small village, and they don't actually follow the proper pantheon, so let me go make sure. Let's see. The people in town would have held a... See, here's the issue. Because you guys aren't really fully privy to this town, so I can't properly provide you this information. What are your lores?
Let me double check.
Like, if it was with a capital city, I'd be like, no problem, here you go. But since it's a small town, very secluded...
Let's see. Vazian nobility, Vazian underworld, criminal, Yokugan society, Vazian military, resistance history, divine curses oracle, and Yokugan bloodlines.
Gotcha. Okay. You would recognize that the people here, outwardly, before Malrafis and all this crazy stuff has happened, favored Gorham, but inwardly, part of the rebellion did have some ground here, and the deity that they favored was Caden Kalian.
Okay.
Alright, but that is the shoops and the whoops, and we begin combat with Ein having seen your companion to the south be slammed with magic, paralyzed in their form.
Remind me again, Kayla was the adventurer god, right?
Yeah, god of booze, drink, and adventuring.
No. And would it be a stretch to say freedom?
Freedom as well, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Alright. How do I want to do this? Lesser restoration. Hold on, do I have lesser restoration? Does Garrett have anything that lets them make a save against paralysis on the start of their turn?
Whole person gives a save at the end of each of their turns.
I know, it's more of I want to see if how aggressive I want to be against them. Because Aang is a little skeptical on the fireball right now, admittedly.
Not what I expected to hear today.
It's true.
It's more of she got called out for it, and then she's feeling bad. And trying to not give in to the burn this entire cult to the ground mentality.
That feeling when I was the one that didn't have bad dreams and everybody else has a great RP session because of it.
So here's the thing, right? I double checked my items later. I actually had advantage on that save. I just didn't remember that I had the advantage against Charmed.
Oof.
Because the boots have a lot of abilities.
They do. Legacy items have a lot. Why don't you go mark this guy's spell use off on his token? Boop.
Is hold person? No, that's just the charm effect. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whole person is just a concentration 1 minute spell.
For a second, I thought it said enchantment, and it was just charmed.
Nah. It's school's enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
I feel like you have quite a lot to say before you blast me. It's fine. I have more things I can look up for my
here's
minions.
the funny thing. I am not blasting you.
And then I didn't start blasting.
Okay. Pop. Walk over here. Tap Garridan with Lesser Restoration.
Alright. You are no longer paralyzed, Garridan.
And I will try to do a persuasion check to that effect to remind the people of their original deity here. That's my free skill check.
Go ahead with disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine. Well, let me double check to make sure my token's correct.
For full clarity, though, I was close to giving you advantage. But it's just other outside factors did negate it and kept the disadvantage.
Could I use deception instead? Because I'm not actually part of the Caden Killian face.
I don't really see deception being with what you said, no.
Okay, that's fine.
You're not deceiving them in that regard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn. Alright.
I guess I really was a spy at heart before she became a pyromaniac.
Yeah. Alright, the militias will look at each other. And 1 second. Oh, okay. I was gonna roll with my... Okay. Sure. Okay.
Should I destiny
Dice.
this?
Well, roll the 20.
I rolled an at 20, yeah.
If you want to destiny it to try to match him, but it's just a long
I
shot
don't
at this
think
point.
it's worth it.
It's fine.
Alright.
And then I will... let's see, I moved here, that was 10, 15. I'm gonna take cover behind this wagon. I'm just gonna walk off as it's been discussed, but I'm actually taking cover.
Alright. As you
Anyone-
take
yeah.
cover behind the wagon, you would hear the... Not exactly what they're saying, but you hear whispers coming from atop the gatehouse from the zealots above, seemingly assuaging any doubts that the militia have. But from there, you go to Cry.
Awesome. I have no idea what I'm... Let's start with popping out of the chair to the thing, I guess. Here, move past people. So, are we fighting them? Are they coming, or are we gonna let them come down here?
Shoot the cultists. Leave the guardsmen.
For full clarity, I don't think it's going to change what you just said there, Ein, but they sentence you to arrest. If you resist, then it's death. So they're not actually
Yes.
going to kill you unless you start fighting back.
Cry is gonna move over here and put her,
They already used Hold Person, which is an arcane spell cast.
Well, it's divine spellcast, but you know, it's
Yeah.
also a
I mean, yeah,
non-lethal
divine
spell
spellcast.
in order to restrict someone.
I mean,
so yeah.
That's why I said be merciful. Smile.
It's true. All right, but you step out of the wagon and you do what?
Cry is going to hold their hands above their head.
All right. Anything else?
A little sign of surrender. I'm not gonna write a cast anything. I guess I'm gonna get ready to move behind the wagon for cover if they start shooting.
Ready to move. All right. All right. We're gonna jump out the back. We're not going to let them grab us, right? We're fighting this?
No, I'm going to try to go with the actual zealots out here.
Right.
But no,
Make them
we are not
come to
letting
us
these
first.
human sacrificing bastards take us.
She is going to stealth. I rolled horrible. I do not have bonus action stealth at this point in time. She will maintain her position, ready for when it's time to go.
They didn't sentence us to death just to investigation, didn't they? That's what they said.
Say
They
again?
sentence us to death if we resisted.
Yes. If you guys
Because
resist,
they
they
want to
surrender.
sacrifice us. They want to sacrifice us, basically.
Alright, Melissa Archer 4 is going to...
Probably feels like that's a little bit of a leap.
they're going to aim their bow out towards you. What there? Don't be moving! Just hold there, and, boys will come and collect you. And he's going to ready his action. Right, hidden creatures have gained initiative. Alright. I'm just seeing if they have anything that they can boost their speed before I do the shoops and whoops. Alright.
Honestly, it would be pretty poetic if the monsters did attack us.
It would. It would indeed.
It's unfortunate that Kitsune don't get greater invisibility as their spell like.
Alright.
That would be pretty...
Broken, yeah.
This
Yeah.
man will run over to here and will open the gate.
I mean, I just wish there was a feat for it. Cough, cough, sage. Cough, cough.
I do intend to add some racial feats. It's fine. Anyways, he is then going to move out to here. Would you say Atticus would growl at him?
If he stabs the animal, he's dead. Just saying.
I'm not saying he's going to. I'm just saying, would you say that your companion creatures would growl?
Probably.
I would think Sullivan would. I don't know about Atticus.
That would
They've been-
probably be like a Remy call, since she was the one doing their training and boarding and stuff.
Are they coming up actively presenting a threat? Or are they just walking up?
They are walking forward. The soldier seems to be wearing manacles, or holding manacles.
I'd say Atticus and Sullivan would drop their heads and eye him intently, but since he's not outwardly hostile yet, they would not growl.
Alright. And he just simply moves forward. Another creature has gained initiative. Oh, and let me reveal some that you guys would see immediately due to the door being open now. Alright. This one here is going to rush forward as well. Right. A beep beep. So, I could turn it into something. I'll pop out. You know, if we need, like, want me to sneak in like a rat or something, I can do that. Or if you
I
wanna...
can get himself out, but I can't talk to him because I'm over here.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Cry will nod to Habibip and then nod their head towards where Lenora went.
Alright,
You are psychically connected to me, Cry. You can just ask me if I want his help.
She's sending you with him. And sending him to you.
alright. Habibip is going to use a use of their... You know, I'm a banana. I keep forgetting that Habibip's the monk, and Yasker's the druid. Yasker will do that on his turn. Habibip is going to move forward to here, and he's going to ready to smack some bitches if it comes to it.
I'm gonna go AFK 1 sec, 'cause it's a while until my turn.
Yep. Alright, Wary.
Alright. I want to wait for the guy to come. But he's gonna stop other people before he stops me. Okay. I think I'm going to, I actually think I'm going to hop out and, how far was the tree line? 20,
It's
25?
35 feet to get to the tree line.
35 feet to the tree line.
ready action cookies.
Ready action cookies, yes. What am I doing? I can make it to the tree line in one move. So yeah, I guess I would try to run to the tree line and hide in it.
All right, as you rush to the tree line, very obviously not surrendering, the archer who had his action ready will take a shot at you.
Lovely.
Pew!
Miss.
Yep, the arrow just goes wide. Phew! Ting!
So, yeah, I'm gonna rush to, there, leaving myself, 10 feet of movement.
Pretty good, very good.
I'm gonna burrow and hide.
Burrowing and hiding. How deep are you going?
10 feet.
10 feet. Alright, so your burrow speed's 35 feet. Your walk speed is... You had to move 40 to get there?
Yeah.
You do not have enough movement to burrow.
I didn't... Okay, yeah, no.
You have to use an action to burrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to use your dash, you can burrow, but you need a dash to be able to get the movement back. Essentially, all of your movement types are reduced by how much you move, and what's remaining is what you have available to you. Since you used 40 feet of movement, you are definitely at 0 burrow at this point in time.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was doing it from the other end in my mind.
Mhm.
Which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, 5E's movement's weird.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna hide then. And,
Alright.
Deal with burrowing next time.
Huzzah! Let's show Archer 3.
Do you want me to roll a check?
Yeah, roll me a stealth since you're hiding.
Well, okay.
Alright, well, you're definitely not stealth as you're just very obviously poking from the small tree.
I found a sandwich!
That one's resisting, boss. Well, then take him out. Right? He is going to use many shot, sacrificing his movement. And here's my first shot against you. It'll miss.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action rapid shot. That will be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, that's 7 piercing. As an arrow flies, ting, against the tree, and then a second one flies past, tinking into the tree, and a third one rapidly following the second, and that one pierces into your side, dealing minor cut damage. It's a flesh wound. Alright. A hidden creature has gained initiative. I'm going to talk on them hold, because they are definitely in this fight at this point in time. Garrison.
Alright, I'm gonna step out. Let me snap. Holy man, I name you coward! Sending these good and innocent men to fight your battle. I have seen your human sacrifices, your child snatching! You are no man of the light, and I will show you the light of a real god! Your fate comes at the hands of Pharasma. Look at you, and look at this place! The light is ashamed to look at you! You coward! You animal! You hypocrite! You thief! Come and face a real man of God! I call you out! But you have no honor to be called against! Your God is a lie! And your sham, your illusion will crumble! You only hope to stall until there are no more children left for you to steal, to butcher, to kill!
Roll me Intimidate. Also, for headphone users.
That was well done.
It was well done.
It blew out my ears though.
I feel like half of the reason Wary is failing so drastically at hiding is he's sitting there clapping.
If you really think we're murderers, and you really care about the lives of these people, and are so confident in your light, come down here and prove your mettle. Coward. You have yet to stop anything affecting these people. You are their problem, and you are feeding them lives. You their men. How many have to die before Malrathis and his cult see fit to save you? It is always wait for more. I will prove them false. A fool's crown bought to rest saves a lot of jest. Come down here and face me, and I will show you mercy, holy men, that you do not deserve.
Roll me a intimidation, and roll me a persuasion.
That intimidation gets advantage, right?
Say again?
Because, like, that intimidation gets advantage, right? Because that was a well-done speech.
Yeah.
At least that's better.
I didn't even look at the rolls when I said that, so I'm happy I did.
Let's see. You sound there shouting your righteous fury towards the zealots. The militia archers kind of step back a bit. Not mechanically, but, flavorfully. The zealot will look out towards you. Very well, holy man. Just know that your resisting arrest will be noted down under the law of Duskwitch. Your body will be heaped amongst the other graves of those who seek to destroy these innocent lives.
I have far less to fear from death than you.
Alright, anything
I'm
else?
gonna take the dodge action.
Alright. So, as your go, we go to Militia Soldier 1. This soldier out here is going to look at their stat sheet, because I don't remember if they have anything that can do special about it, real quick. Alright. They're going to rush forward, dashing to there. Another creature has gained initiative, going to DM view. They definitely would be joining this fray with hearing that. Just going to dash to there. Roll to Zealot too. Let me go look at his skill sheet, see if he will do what I think he's going to do. Do I have this? Yeah, I do have it open. Cool, I don't have to find it. Let's see, what's the DC for this? That would be 3... 6... Anything else I would reduce it by? Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Alright, this Cultist Zealot here, he is going to give a little stretch, and he is then going to jump over the railing of the palisade, rolling an acrobatics check to see if he can hinder the fall. Yes, he can. Alright, he reduces the fall by what is essentially 3, 6, 30 feet. So his 20-foot fall is reduced entirely. He doesn't take any fall damage. And now that he has done that, just basic 5 feet of movement, essentially, he... What's the range of the spell? 1 second. Alright. I think we're going to do that then.
When he lands,
Yeah.
Cry is going to mentally tell, man, I chose the name, but I can't pronounce it. Tulanaka. Get
Talonka?
spooked and charge forward.
Do you have mental collection with Talonka?
Yeah, that's a fine steed.
Oh, it's Fine Steed. Excellent. Alright. Well, they will go on your turn. So... but I will add them to initiative. Actually, you're not mounted, so roll them initiative real quick. Just to see if they can actually do the thing that you want them to do before it actually gets to your turn. Alright, cool. And now that's all covered, he is going to use a bonus action to lay Fiery Judgment down upon you, Garrison. He's using his once per long rest ability Judgment, and he is going to activate the Judgment of... do I want to use Justice, or do I want to use this one? He sees you standing in the posture of defensive nature, and he's going to lay down a Judgment of Justice upon you. And that's his bonus action, and then for his action, he is going to cast another spell, and this time, as he does so, he is going to lay down Righteous Vigor, as he and his soldiers up front will all be blessed by the divine light. Alright, and then I will use my remaining movement to move forward. Alright. There we go, there we go. That is his movement, that is his action, that is his bonus action, that is his go. We go to Malicious Soldier number 5, who is hidden from Shoops. So I'm going to have him go do his thing, which is just a dash. Alright, and then this common folk here, you're a little curious as to what's going on, but they're not going to be joining the fight, so I'm just going to toggle them hold. Ailey.
Okay. So with my origin, can Ailey cast the spells that they grant?
So, I thought this was going to be a question. When I granted the origin.
I kind of am assuming that no, because they can't do the verbal components for most of them.
Yeah, if it requires verbal components, 100% no. But, I believe I looked through the spells and all the things that they could do, and I said, it's fine. So, if they had the components viable, then they can do so. Most spells, I believe, have some form of verbal, so there's an issue there.
So they can't make angry dragon noises for Vicious Mockery.
Correct. Unfortunately. Well, okay. For Vicious Mockery, I'll allow it, because that's just fucking hilarious. But any of the other spell, no.
Okay. In that case, what's the range of Vicious Mockery? 60
I think
feet,
it's 60 feet.
Awesome. So, Ailey's gonna peek their head out from like the tarp on the side and make angry dragon noises at the cultist Zealot too.
Alright. It's a wisdom save, I believe, for me. Wisdom. Alright.
Yeah,
I shrug off your psychic growls. I am going to do something right quick while you continue with Ailey's turn.
That's all Ailey was gonna do.
Yeah. Well, then I will
Peek their head
continue
out
with
and
my
make angry
people.
dragon noises.
Alright. The Melissa Archer here. They are going to take aim, and they are going to fire off some arrows out towards... Well, first they're going to move across the little thingy here.
I suppose I should actually mention that they are ducking back into the thing.
You said you ducked back in, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, and they are going to take some shots upon Wary, because...
Look at me, I'm a target.
Yeah, you risked it was risk, so, you know. Alright, I cannot many shot because I moved, but here is my short bow, 21 to hit for 8.
At this point, I assume that my hiding did not go over well.
It's true. Yeah, no, they all passives can see you. And then a rapid shot for a second shot, which is a 19 or 17 because -2 for 4.
17 will miss, I believe.
Huzzah! The tree just barely protects you. All right. For those attack rolls, you do have +2 AC because of the tree cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. That is the Malicious Archer's turn. We go to another hidden creature. Going to go move them. They're just gonna spend their turn dashing, I think. Making sure they don't have any spells they want to use first, though. Okay. They're going to move forward. As they do so, they're going to spend a point of fervor to trigger something else. And as they do so... that happens. weapons. Okay. And these guys go the same. Okay, cool. Alright, the other cultist zealot. This one here. Looking at his notes. Where is this power? Okay, it's spending fervor as well, and if I use it, then... Alright. He's going to cast a spell, and he's going to move. Alright, he is likewise going to jump over the edge, rolling that check. He passes the DC barely. Pops down there. As he does so, he's spending point of fervor. And I believe you're also in range, so. Alright, this guy would get to move forward to here. This guy would get to move forward to here. This guy would get to move forward to here. Checking the distance real quick. Alright, cool. This guy would then move forward to here. And then with the remaining 20 feet of my movement with the zealot, I am going to move forward to here. And I will likewise lay down judgment upon Garridan. This one's judgment will be a judgment of a withering gaze. Because you are in range now. So I need a charisma saving throw for you, Garridan, as he tries to lay down a withering gaze of protection upon you. You do not give a single shit.
Yeah, that just crashes off my, glorious holy shield bequeathed to me by a literal angel or a god.
It's true. But
no, they know how... This is not a slate at you, because I get it's just the mechanics. But no, they know how to talk pretty.
Well, alright, with his... for clarity, judgment does last a minute. I just have to use other things to change it next round. Right now, he doesn't have any judgment technically active, so he's not anything for any, but he does have the ability able to be set to another thing next round. Alright, that was his bonus action, then his action is going to cast a spell upon you, Garridan. Give me a wisdom saving throw. Alright,
Okay,
do you
well,
have your +4?
I'm gonna add my +4 as my reaction, yes.
Alright.
And deflect his spell again off my shield given to me by angels.
Excellent. Ding! As his whole person is deflected, as once more the radiant beam of energy fizzles against you. Well, this, not really once more, but it fizzles against you. Alright, and that's his turn. We then go to some more hidden creatures. I'm gonna go and have them move now. There. That means I have another 20 feet of movement with this guy. But there.
Now there's like a lot going on over here. Could we get some ground to see?
That's what I was gonna do. I need to go through all these minions that I have to move before I can get. Yeah.
Awesome. No problem.
Yeah, I was gonna do it with Ailey, but then you're like, their turn's down. I'm like, fuck. Alright, Lunar, it's your turn. I'm gonna go and add some ground while you take your turn.
I am gonna ask the three I'm connected to if they want me to come back or push on.
No, keep going.
Yeah, we'll be able to handle things here. See if you can find anything inside.
Quick exercise since I'm planning out my turn. Does my racial invisibility cast count against my spell per turn limit? Like if I did spiritual weapon then my racial, would that work? No.
Say again?
So I have invisibility as a racial option, right?
Yes.
Could I cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action, then do invisibility as was my racial instead? And have it not count against the 2 spells per turn limit.
Unfortunately, no.
I see. Unfortunate, Garrison. I was going to have you have like a holy moon and all that. But I'm going to go invisible, and I'm probably going to go kill cultists inside the encampment.
So that was a move, action move, and I'm gonna bonus action dash. Do I need a climb check for climbing this tree?
Yes, you do. Do you have a climb speed?
I don't think so.
Okay, then yeah, you need a climb check.
I was just wondering if there were like sufficient branches if it was a big enough tree, but
It's a conifer, and this type of conifer, the branches you would normally climb up are higher up in the tree. Not something that you can just like put your hand up and grab. It's not like an oak tree, which is easy to climb. If you were climbing this tree, I'd be like, yeah, you don't need to roll. All right. It's a little difficult, but you do begin climbing up, and climbing is half speed for full clarity, but you are good to move. If you have any movement left.
I'd be 10 feet up.
Very good. All right. Very good, very good. You climb up the tree there. You can't fully see over the palisade, because it's, 15 feet, and you're really just looking at a large barn here. But from there, we go to a soldier who's going to move forward with a dash, because, they're very far away. Alright, those guys are in DMV. Let me go do that in DM land. Alright, this guy's going to move forward. What's your movement speed, actually? 55, okay. He's going to get to there, then go to this guy. I want to toggle him hold. He's just going to sit there for now. Karanath. Alright. Karanath is going to pop out. Looks like we're totally resisting at this point. You're muted if you're talking, Wanderer. Or Witch.
It seems so. Try to keep it non-lethal,
Well,
except for the cultists.
We should see how that challenge
They're all
against
cultists.
the Zealots goes.
then I'll hold for a moment. We're ready to shoot if anyone triggers his shooting. Right. Another hidden creature has gained initiative. We'll run to there.
Oh, the horse has an 8. It wasn't sorted in.
Oh, fuck. Okay, the horse can go.
You could put the horse under Karaneth and it makes it easier.
I auto-sorted it.
Cool. Oh yeah, the horse is going to pretend to get spooked about him approaching, because everyone know animals have a thing about bad people, and will run away.
Well, they're currently attached to the wagon. So, I have two things that need to happen. Are you doing this deceptively, and that they are totally not spooked, and you're just telling them to do this, as you mentioned? And if so, then I need a deception check with advantage, because, they are a horse, and it's not out of the question.
Could you hold on that until I finish casting invisibility? Because I want to use this as cover to disappear.
This guy.
Because we're mind linked, yeah, that you would probably hear if I say that, so yes.
Okay, you will ready to do it after I'm then.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. In that case, we'll continue.
That being said, can Atticus and Sullivan join the fray, since there is no active combat?
Not active combat, but I will add them to initiative, and then roll for them. They are attached to a wagon, though, so they are very much...
Nope. They are trained how to shrug that off.
It's true.
That is one of the things I specifically asked them to be trained to do, is to get out of their harnesses.
It's true. Right, but Militia Archer 1 has gained initiative, and I've added them in sort of the initiative. They are going to move forward down to here, and then they're going to take some shots on Leweri. Leweri, you do have your bonuses for the trees and whatnot, and, well, pew. That is an 18, which I believe misses due to the cover. And then a pew, which is also a miss. Right, Militia Pikeman 1 has gained initiative. These guys I've not used yet, so I'm going to look at their notes.
I will give 2 thumbs up to the missing militiamen up there. Like, yeah, you're doing great.
Is he resisting? I can't tell anymore. Alright, Pikeman here is going to move forward. Alright, he's going to move forward to here with his basic movement. He is then going to ready his action. As you see him set his spear. Alright, we then go to the other pikeman. This one here is going to dash to be next to his buddy. Alright, hidden creature has gained initiative. He's going to move forward and, out of curiosity and give it a look. Alright, Yasker. Yasker's going to step out, and then he's going to do the thing that we had spoken about with, turning into a small creature and skedaddling. Right, let's see here. Spending my use of my wild shape as a bonus action, and we are going to turn into, something that can burrow. Well, I search up something they can turn into, and he's going to move in a second. Fuck. Ein, you may take your turn.
Alright. Alright. In that case, I guess the real question is, do you intend to send the wagon into the camp itself? Or no? Correct.
That is more or less the plan.
Alright, Yasker will turn into a badger and begin burrowing.
Okay. Should I follow... Should I go with the wagon, or should I just try to walk in by myself?
If you're gonna go invisible, might as well get in the wagon.
Okay.
Be right in.
Was that... I will smile and wave, and then disappear. And she will hop into the
Burrow
back
10
of the
feet.
wagon.
So that's how far I can go. Okay. Alright. We'll hop into the wagon. Alright.
And she will be invisible.
Very good, very good. And then the ready action triggers for Tulunka.
You okay, huh?
They're just gonna charge forward.
Alright. As they begin charging forward, I need Garrett roll me a dexterity saving throw.
For fuck's sake, against what?
Against a horse with a wagon barreling into you.
So
Do they have
This
advantage
guy-
if they know this was happening?
They're in the thing, so they would have advantage, yeah.
Alright, let me roll for advantage, because I did not.
Alright. You step out of the way in time, you don't get slammed by the wagon. Alright, and then the horse would go... Draw me your path, so I can move him.
Just inside the best they can.
Okay. Alright, they're going to take this path like so. As they get to here, though, something happens. He is going to use his ready action. No. I don't get a benefit from that, it only works on against riders, but I did slam Tulunka for 9 damage.
How rude.
Alright, and as I need to make a dexterity save to avoid being slammed, as this guy does, I need to roll their dex saves. Saving throw, dexterity. I use the player one again. Mob saving throw. Dexterity. Alright, this guy manages to jump out of the way just in time. This guy, however, gets trampled. This guy here also needs to make the save, which I failed already. I remember me rolling for that. So, roll me your hoof damage for Tulunka. Alright, these two both suffer 16 damage due to the extra weight of the wagon, adding force to the blow. Alright, and, they're pushed to the side and knocked prone. State condition prone. Alright. And then the wagon would continue moving forward to, about right there. Alright. There we go. Now that was 60 feet of movement. I assume you're going to dash with the horse, but you were reading, so you actually can't dash. So, there we go.
And they cannot have delayed lower, huh?
Yeah. I mean, they could have, but...
It was the first round, and that's...
Yeah, you can always lower your initiative, but for you to do it after Ein goes, that would actually be raising your initiative.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So technically, I would probably allow it, and it's one of those weird things.
So I guess that's it for Nolka.
Alright, I see you didn't actually damage them, so I'm going to go and add that damage real quick.
I can't find the mob damage macro.
Oh, they're a mob?
They have mob things.
Okay, cool. There you go. Alright, that is your turn. That is Choops Whoops Cry.
Cry's turn. Yay.
As it takes your turn and the carriage drives past, this man here would speak up. Ah, shit, they have more with them! He obviously sees these people.
We had 2 carts. Was that not obvious?
Hey, look, I want to be clear with you. I got nothing against you guys. We're only here because of your militia. It's that dude that needs to answer for what they've done. If they're really taking away the monsters, if they're really the holy light, keeping all you people safe, they've wronged you long enough. How much longer are you going to wait for reinforcements? How much more money are you going to give them? How much more lumber?
The man looks at you. As he just holds out the handcuffs, essentially. It is your turn, Try, though.
Has it even gotten
Yeah.
any better?
Range 30 feet. Okay, and Charm Person is still a very obvious you cast a spell, right?
Yes, unless you subtle cast it. Essentially, if the spell has components, it's obvious what you're doing. What spell you're specifically casting depends on what you roll for your Arcana or Religion or Nature. But yeah,
Okay, I'm going to try to subtle cast a Charm Person. That is a charisma check.
as a
Check or save?
concentration check. So it is a Constitution saving throw. DC 15, or the spell fizzles. Alright, you now must make me a sleight of hand check to do it subtly, without anyone noticing. Since you don't actually have, silent spell from Metamagic.
And I should have a +1 to that check. My dexterity is a 12. No, it's not. My con is a 12.
That's unfortunate.
I am going to instead. But do I have anything to boost that? I don't think I need to look for anything. Okay, yeah, I guess that's all I can do.
Alright, who's your target? This guy?
Yep.
Alright, well, that's a wisdom save, as the spell does go off, but you were not subtle with it, unfortunately. Alright. He feels your overwhelming presence begin to wrap his mind, but the word of the Holy Light, the Church of Malrafis, shrugs off your spell. The Elsa Witch, trying to ensorcel my mind! As everyone doesn't laugh at the, irony of that.
Irony, yes.
For fuck's sake.
We're laughing on the inside, don't worry.
Alright, anything else for you, Cry?
I'll just move over to the rest of the people.
Alright. Very good, very good. Ragna. Yeah, that didn't work, so, going for blood now?
Aye.
Alright, she's gonna move on forward. Okay, that was 2 different answers now. Did you say that in the voice thingy? In the telepathy? Because Ragna's not in that.
Oh, sorry. I actually answered a call.
Okay.
Cry's gonna look over to Garden. Your call. Were you attacking?
We're not here to kill anyone. They're the only killers.
Right, just a simple slap on the side then. Moving forward.
Flat side of the fireball.
As she moves to flanking and will slam this guy in the back of the head with a blade. Non-lethally speaking, of course. Now that is a 16 to hit because of flanking, however that is actually not enough. And then bonus action. Also not enough, my dice hate me when I'm being friendly. Do I have anything that I can counter with that? If I'm struck in melee, I can. Okay, only if I'm struck. Cool. Alright, that's unfortunately all Ragna can do, I believe, because she doesn't quite have the thing, does she? No, only when she does that. Okay. Militia Archer 4, seeing 2 additional hostile creatures in this fight. We have now Warri, Garridan's considered hostile, Cry's considered hostile, and Ragna's considered hostile. No one else has broken this at this point in time. So this archer here, I'm gonna see if he has a shot upon the witch. You would have cover, Cry, if I do shoot at you.
Hey.
And
I'd appreciate if you don't.
alright, the closest target though would be Ragna or Garridan. So he's just gonna shoot at Ragna. Because Garridan actually hasn't done any combat actions while Ragna has. So they're still trying to put handcuffs on Garridan. So, many shot. Short bow. That's a miss upon Ragna. Rapid shot. Short bow. That's another miss upon Ragna. These militia archers are kind of shitty. Soldier number 2 is going to stand up from prone. Alright, he has stood up prone, and from there... he's going to use his bonus action to second wind himself, healing for 16 points of damage. And then he's going to move forward, using his remaining 20 feet of movement, to move to here. Right then, don't resist! I assume you're going to be resisting his attempt to put handcuffs on you.
Look, hear me out. Listen to his arguments. He's got nothing to actually say. I've done what I've done. He somehow seems to think that I'm both from Malrathis, trying to shake him down, but also tries to think I'm some kind of criminal. His story does not add up, man.
And you won't
He won't.
mind going in and talking about it.
He's already declared death on us.
If you resist. Or, sorry, that was supposed to be if you resist.
I will submit to Alexander's judgment. Do you really think I just happened to come here?
Well then, I'll put
Hello?
our minds at ease if you put these on.
How long have they had to work and made nothing better? How many more of your men have to die for their false faith?
It is not a false faith. Malrathis has helped many of us. Now, are you resisting or are you not? Out of character.
I'll walk in with you if I'm not cuffed, because I don't trust them. I've seen them try to sacrifice human beings, and I won't stand for it.
Roll a persuasion. with disadvantage because you did insult Malrafis. Well, did I not have the music on loop?
Let me roll again.
But B. Apparently I didn't have the music on loop. Okay, I did have it on loop, it just borked. Alright. With a 20. Fine. Stand against the wagon. Arms up.
Is it fine with him? They escalated this.
You wish to show your faith? What they tell you. If you wish to surrender, then we can discuss this back in town.
We are going to do the job the militia requested us to do, sir. So unless you want to tell these fine militiamen that you rule above them instead of serving.
We are mere guardians of Duskwitch.
Then you are not the law, but you act as one.
He's got a point.
And yet you are breaking the law now.
I have yet to attack anyone, sir. And the only thing that has happened is that you have levied unsupported arguments against me and my friends.
You have spouted falsehoods upon Malrafis, and you have actively using your companions to attack. Now, technically, at this point in time, I would say this is more than 6 seconds of communication, so I'm going to click next.
I gave my companions no orders.
Alright. Number 3.
You were the one who started this.
Number 3 is going to try to hold Tolunka back, trying to, prevent them from rushing forward, so that is a technically athletics post for Tolunka. Trying to rein in the horsey. Alright. So, Cry. I need a athletics or acrobatics for Tolunka.
It's advantage because he's large, right?
No. That's a spell that gives you advantage if you're large, but it's not baseline.
Or overrun, or just grapple?
I'm trying to hold you, so grapple.
Well, he has 4 strength, so that's only a 6.
Alright. As Tolunka begins running forward, panicking, on outward facing, the soldier here seems to rise up and pushes the horse back, somewhat spooking Tolunka a little bit, to the point where they are considered grappled. They're not actively holding a horse back, because that would be a little crazy, but, for purposes of mechanic-wise, they are considered grappled. Yeah, this guy is most certainly, that's not grappled state. This guy's most certainly not, muscle wizard. But, yeah. Technically, he is grappling. Alright. Beep beep. I'm really confused.
You and everyone else, Abibi.
Alright, he's just gonna step out. Are we surrendering or not? Garden.
That depends. If this man wants to try to say that insults to his faith are punishable by arrest, putting his laws above the laws of the people who actually live here. If the light has nothing to fear, it has nothing to fear from the light actually being shed upon it.
Let us return to town then to discuss this.
We are here to do a job as requested.
And your request has been denied.
So you are in fact above the militia then?
I am in
You
charge
hold this-
of this lumber mill at this time.
Well then, this is a matter of town security.
Then let us get it resolved by Malrafis.
call Malrathis down here for this. Is your faith not certain enough that your dealings here are ethical?
Do you want us to call a meeting or not? We can prove to the flock that we are just in what we do. It's you who come here spouting lies.
Fine then. Let's call Malrathis. I'm sure he'll be able to sort this out, cast some light on this darkness, since defending his own faith is more important than defending his people.
Roll me intimidate.
Fucking hell, come on. When it matters, Dice. When it matters.
Enough of your insults. You're falling on deaf ears now.
So, the safety of these men is not worth Malrathis' attention. He's too busy building his church.
Alright, I'm going to click next at this point. Atticus. What would Atticus be doing? Remy.
Atticus is going to shake off. And what is the purple aura?
You do not know. I can look at Garrison. Garrison's passive tactics of 13. Let's see here. No one's tacticked them, so I can't really tell you a lot.
Fine. I can't be in direct communication with Atticus to order him anyway. So what's Atticus's intelligence? Or can he feel the aura since animal instinct?
He cannot feel the aura, no. His intelligence is 3.
Atticus is gonna charge in and do a bite face. Bram. Whatever his attack is.
Alright. Let me go grab that attack, because I apparently don't have him macroed. I didn't think you guys wanted him
that's why I
promoted.
don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
To be fair, isn't Atticus tethered to the wagon?
He just undid it with his bonus.
Oh, okay. I forgot they were intelligent.
Yep.
Trained. I specifically had them trained to
Yep.
do that.
Alright, so he is going to roll me a pounce attack, because he did get the benefit of pounce. So, so you get me a claw attack with +5 to hit. So I can roll it for you, or you can roll it since you've been kind of sneaking. So I figured you'd want to roll.
I don't have the macro or.
Oh, he doesn't have macros. I can make you macros real quick if you'd like.
Oh, so I'm just doing a.
Manual roll, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
D20 +5. Alright, that will most
damn.
certainly hit. Roll me a D6 +3, and I must make a strength save.
Oh, god damn it.
Alright, and pass the strength save, but I do suffer 5 points of damage, and then roll me another D20 plus +5. Alright, that one roll me again, because that is a fumble. As they go in for the neck bite, unfortunately, he raises the blade just in time to push Atticus off, and it is a miss. Alright. Someone stop this wild beast!
Hey man, your people spooked him.
Send them off, or their life is forfeit.
That's gonna make you friends.
Wild animals cannot be kept alive. Any beast with rabies knows that. Or anyone who has a beast with rabies knows. I can't speak, goddammit!
Any beast with rabies.
All you want, but don't say he's got rabies. You're the only one foaming at the mouth right now.
That was actually pretty good.
Alright, it is your turn, Wary.
Now I don't know what to do. What's going on?
I don't know.
The thing! And find some shit! That's the whole reason I'm stalling!
I mean, right now it
Close
might be a good time to just pretend Wary is just a raging monster / animal that came out of raging
Yeah,
monster
somebody
/
saw
animal.
me go here. They know I'm here.
I'm just stalling to either
If you need an
one,
eye,
someone gets in there and finds something incriminating, or two, the shadow monsters come out and we're like, hey, yo, Malrathis guy is holy light, stop him.
Oh,
you can go dig underground and get rid of the foundations to the walls and platforms.
I actually thought about that, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna scoot deeper into the forest and try to hide and then burrow.
On a side note, I believe it's only spells and attacks that break invisibility in 5e, right? Am I reading the spell correctly? So, like, if I set a fire the normal way, it doesn't break my invisibility.
It depends on what you do.
Yes, as in I don't make an attack roll or a spell.
It depends on what you do.
Okay.
If you do something that would be considered vigorous enough to be considered an attack or cast a spell, then I will have it work. If you're simply doing like flint and steel, slip, 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 I might allow it. But it depends on what you do.
Say pour a flask of oil,
It'd probably
And
be
then-
fine.
and then accidentally drop, like, say, a cigarette or something.
It'd probably be
Fair.
fine.
Okay. Fantastic.
It really depends on the action used to do the thing that you're wanting to do.
By the way, Wary, you're not on hard ground. Why do you care if they see you burrow? Like, they're not going to be able to track you underground, so...
No, but there is a he can
This-
burrow.
Eh.
If I hide before I burrow, then they don't know I can burrow.
Well, moving into the tree line, give me a stealth check as you hide before you're burrowing.
Alright. 15. Skill check.
Excuse me.
I don't suppose I have advantage for being in the tree line now.
No, it just means you can.
Yeah.
Alright, you feel pretty stealthed.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and burrow then, not knowing that I probably failed. So, burrowed down 10 feet. I moved 15, burrowed down 10 feet. I have 5 left.
There you are.
And doo-doo-doo.
Excellent. Anything else?
No.
Alright. Go to Militia Archer 3. He is going to ready his action. His bow string drawn. Hidden creature has gained initiative. Into there. Yaredin, it's your turn.
Alright, so are we calling Malrathis or aren't we?
Well, move against the wagon. Call off your cat ram thing.
I'm going to insight to see if he's, bullshitting me.
Alright.
Fuck's sake.
Seems to be telling you. He doesn't seem to be bullshitting you or anything like that.
And I will move up against. But I will use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. Again, not a hostile action against any of them.
Well, hostile is, perceptive. Is under the eyes of the beholder in this case, but very good. As a spiritual forward
And,
of feel surrounds you.
I will try to have Atticus heal and go back to his place. Is that an animal handling?
Yep, give me animal handling.
Cool. None. Hey, wow.
Alright, Atticus seems to calm down.
16 sure would have been nice if you were there for that, persuasion check.
Well, you know. Sullivan.
I'm not mad at you. It's just the dice crapping out on me right when I really need them.
Yeah. Is Sullivan also going to charge, or is Sullivan going to heed the calming of Atticus?
If Atticus was calmed because of Garrodin, Sullivan is trained enough to follow suit unless he is harmed.
Alright, then Sullivan will remain doing their Sullivan thing. Unless the soldier won.
He will use his bonus action to shake off, though, just so it's said.
All right. Soldier 1 here is going to look out to Ragna. Well, lower them blades. Ragna will look at Garridan.
You know, if you guys get arrested, I can just break you out. Probably.
Time will prove us right. If they want to bring Malmarathis down here to attend to the busy and most important task of providing unnecessary oversight to the militia, he's more than free to.
Very well. Say yourself lucky. Sheafer blades. Stand against the carriage. Hands up. I'm doing. It's not my turn. I can't actually do it yet. He's going to ready. Alright, another creature has gained initiative. This guy's going to move forward. Pull this out 2. Alright. Looking at his notes, he is going to look out towards you. Is justice thing active currently? You'll spend a bonus action to change his justice to that of the healing judgment. Which I will click that macro. That does not actually give me a roll. I heal for 7. Alright. And he is then going to cautiously move. Provoking from Atticus.
Atticus will not take it, as he is
All right.
becalmed.
He will ready his action in case something happens. Does not look like he's readying a spell, for clarity. Just looks like he's readying some form of movement. That's just Soldier 5. As he does so... Whatever being that is with you, that burrowed, call them back. Soldier 5. He's going to move forward. It's going to also help calm/hold Tulunka. Alright, more hidden creatures. Ailey.
If you have a way to speak to things underground, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, like, really, we could use that tactic. Please teach us.
That moment when people realize I only ran away because I'm not getting disarmed, you guys. No way.
Wait, you mean the Holy Light can't find him? I thought you were good at finding monsters in the dark.
Ailey's gonna like duck under a blanket in the wagon for now.
Excellent. They feel stealthy. You can find them, but it's considered resisting arrest if they continue to flee.
That's kind of on them at
They're
this
fleeing
point.
because you attacked us, man.
Blink, blink, blink.
What?
Blink, 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 blink.
You cast it first.
Let's charge her too.
We wanted to talk.
God, is this gonna turn out in their like fucking mythos to be a Han if Han shot first kind of thing?
Probably. Anyways, as they continue doing their turns, does anyone else in the main party group continue fighting? Do you guys follow suit with the surrendering, as we'll call it?
Cry will resist being put in handcuffs, but
No, they didn't put
Side.
Garrett in handcuffs, so they'll, But is anyone else? So is I'm going to cause any issues?
I'm just going to investigate first and actually use her spy background, God, to
Wow.
actually look for stuff.
How do you intend to do so?
While invisible, she's going to look around. She's also going to see if she can locate spare militia equipment, so she can. When her invisibility is done, she will shapeshift into
Alright.
one.
So you're going to sneak into the camp. That's good to know. Garrett, it seems like you are continuing to antagonize them, but are effectively surrendering.
Pretty much, we're agreeing to go in and talk, which is the thing we wanted to do
Yes.
in the very beginning.
Yes. And, Wary, what are you doing?
I'm burrowing down and heading down, basically to the side of camp.
All right. And from there, Lunara, what are you doing?
Plan hasn't changed. I'm going in.
All right. So,
She's also.
in that case, I will call the combat here, as they are very much on edge and are watching any sudden movements. But they are not going to continue active combat, as the wagon party, we'll call them, begin to line up essentially, and discuss while they send a runner to go and discuss with Malrathis. So you would see that one of them does leave. Wary, you would begin burrowing your way forward into the lumber camp itself. Lunara, you begin making your way into the lumber camp itself. And Ein, you begin making your way into the lumber camp itself, stealthed. And we'll pick back up there next week.
Yep.
Oh, thank you for running. Just again to make it clear, I'm not mad at you, Sage, or anyone.
Yeah.
Just the dice failing. and
Sometimes the
parts
dice hate you.
really need them.
Oh no, the dice were awful tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That's why at the end of the session I decided to just take actions that don't need dice.
It's like the dice I have in Saturday. All my dice in that freaking game are like D5s. It's horrible.
I just want to be clear so that no one feels that way. I'm not
Mhm.
not blaming anyone. That's
Yeah.
how the game is. It's just
Yeah, I get you.
one of those moments where you know you're right, and the dice are just like, nah, we're gonna make you
Well,
work for it, bro.
It's a very tricky situation because
Yeah.
all these people
they're the
believe the cult. So all of
Yeah.
your words are just sounds like you're talking nonsense. So it's really difficult.
Yeah.
I mean-
no, I don't disagree. But
Yeah.
it's
Anyways.
do with less sub tens.
Yeah, let's raid Sci-Fi. Let's do that.
Rah!
Yeah.
I'm still sitting here very impressed about that first speech.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyways,
Mhm.
Well, I'm
soon.
very much mad at this NPC in particular. He's a meanie.
yeah, I mean, look, man,
Look.
they're cultists. They're kind of assholes. What do you expect?
Look, do you want me to kill him in his sleep? Because I can probably do that.
All right, raiding
If you
time.
want to kill him, we'll do it afterwards.
Get to the back of the line. I am the stealthy assassin.